Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Looking like the villain on Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
You know what was dude's name? With the leg, the dude, yeah. Remember he used to wear them glasses. No, I think that was Will Smith had them glasses actually.
Oh yeah, when he was riding on the horse and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was Will Smith actually. I know I remember from Wild Wild West. That's a fancy looking bottle.
It is.
I was gonna get some mule. You know, the fancy bottle. Flat. Remember the flat one we had? Yeah, it was like, yeah. Is because I be thinking about Karen O'Leary and the continuity principle. You gotta have something stay the same. Yeah, it's different. It's like Hennessy? Really?
Oh no, this used to be my go-to.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go-to.
Really?
Faithfully.
Mm-hmm.
Faithfully. This is my old good.
I think I drunk Hennessy maybe 3 times. And I know for a fact I purchased it no more than 1 time. Like, if I did purchase it outside of it was on I was somewhere and the assortment was like to not my liking so much that it was like, okay, but what can I get that's gonna for sure work for me?
Yeah.
Alright, let me just sip on this Hennessy. Cause like, you know, it ain't gonna mess your stomach up. You know what I mean?
What's up?
But he doing shots of
yeah.
privilege.
Looking kind of short there, sir.
Oh yeah, you looking real low-ski.
This wasn't the bottle that I was trying to get. They got one where it's like I think it's a clear bottle, and they got like the gold cap going across there.
Oh, the Cristiano,
Let me see the front of that one.
cause that's a cognac itself, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've had the one where it was a clear bottle with the
So you have y'all
black
both have
one?
had that.
yeah.
I've never had it before.
I've never
I've had that one before.
Never had it.
I haven't had that one.
I see my homie drinking it on Instagram all the time, so I was like, man, let me go ahead and grab that shit, man.
Yeah, right on. You hit them cigars too, man.
Yeah.
Hit them cigars, be pairing them both.
Every time he hit the cigar, like it be in the background, like.
Nah, that's a nice looking bottle. That's
Yeah. I got
a sexy bottle.
the all black one at the crib too. I went ahead and grabbed it because they didn't have no other ones, so I'm gonna bring that one next week.
Little speed over there.
You see the title?
Unless I can find.
Check me out. Most respectable. Yeah, well respected. Respected. Nothing to be said about it. Right, my respected. Ain't nothing to be said about it. Oh yeah, look at it. Yeah, well respected. Pulled it up like that from the jump. Well respected. Salute to 50 motherfucking takes.
Yes, sir.
50 motherfucking breaks.
I think I got an
50
explosions pack.
motherfucking slates. And what the fuck is that? I can't wait.
Shout out to new subscribers.
Yeah.
No TA. Yes. Come on, right there. Shot.
Starting to hate summertime.
That's crazy. Cognac.
Yes, sir. That shit was pretty good.
Looks a little paused.
That ain't no fucking that.
What?
Is it like a bee or something?
What?
Oh nah. I thought the way that nigga was looking, I was like, bro,
That
is
ain't no
it a
puppy.
wasp in this bitch or something?
I can kill that.
What?
I can kill it.
Is it on the table for one? If it's on the table, please don't do it.
No.
What angle are you looking at?
You don't
Right
see
in
that?
front of the.
It's flying right in front of the camera. Like
Yeah.
directly in front of the camera. That's the only reason it matter. That one trying to get real FaceTime.
Yeah. It's
After,
me.
After 4 episodes, it's like, yo, I'm in this bitch.
He done spent time.
That's something different.
He done spent time at the table. Now he.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga over there performing
Have
like.
you noticed that they keep looking at something?
It's me,
With a
niggas.
red light? Yeah. He could be on this part of the lane.
Let me kill it.
July's
Oh, so they
Okay.
gave you like every month.
yeah.
How
A subscription.
keep up? How you gonna keep up with all of that? That's a lot. You got to get you like a one of them jumps like your grandma used to have for her china. But it's gonna be just water.
Yeah.
Go ahead, one of the jumps is gonna be water pipes though. What's that?
Fresh wipes.
Fresh wipes, as in
Glass cleaner.
Hands, glass, tools, anything. Interesting.
paper
Oh.
tip fresh
You
wipes.
already know we come back with the
That's a little convenient.
CB.
That's a convenient little size. Keep in your car.
Yeah.
Just on some day-to-day shit. That's very convenient.
Got the sticker for this month.
The Hemper Space Jam Edition. Now that look kind of clean. I put that on the speaker or something.
Yeah, that hoe is pretty fucking player.
So you got the
That's how the butt plugs I used to get used to come wrapped up.
like that.
Yep, they're like that.
They come discreet.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? So you didn't finish your shots.
No, the same thing as yours. I just got the little whatever I was trying to get. Whatever.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Trying to play me.
I was just like, what?
I'm trying to get this out of there. You trying to play me, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, say you got the same damn thing in your glass.
So you know, it always comes with that was the fuckery that I did the first time. I didn't think that I saw the other ball in there, but you know, this is for the concentrates or whatever. They got the top for it. That spins.
What you mean?
So like when you drop concentrate in there and it heats up, you can cap it.
Oh.
And then it keeps it going. You know what I'm saying? And then they got a hole at the top so it still gets airflow. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
Kind of advanced. I just want to do my do.
Hemper pre-rolls, filter tips.
I might have to subscribe, man.
It's looking like a win either way. You can't lose.
You got the lighter. I'm not the black sheep. I'm the green sheep.
How much is the subscription?
$39.99.
Yeah, that's.
And the
So
other
you
one
talking about
is
getting once you get two
$150.
once you get two bomb water pipes.
Got a pig. You know, little dab, little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gold.
But it's.
More to it.
I love gold, Mr. Powers.
So what we got here?
Welcome to Nick 1070. Keep everything clear. Got your scooper to get the scoops of the used to.
We got the space version.
Space Jam Edition.
We got the fucking percolated at the bottom. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Space Jam
And then they got the hole
Edition.
at the top, so I'm curious to see he's gonna go down. Let's see. We're gonna see.
Let me get that hand.
Are we finna do it again?
Oh no.
I thought we
You know,
was
I
finna
gotta
be
get
careful. Down the scene.
Gotta get my cup together.
For the twins. You know what I'm saying? You know, hundreds and fifties.
Spin.
The big ass titties. I count my green.
Or get in between.
And then I get in between those titties. Word to the city girls, it's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the it's time for the percolator. Oh, I thought you would have did it the other way. Yeah, I would have thought you would have did it through the top. Would have made it easier for you.
But I want a little bit in here too, you know, just to see. I don't know what that's gonna do. No, yeah, that's gonna work. It's done, Dizzles.
Let me try this Murcal Jaguar.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order the one with the gold on and get that
What?
delivered to the crib.
The gold one.
The
Oh,
one,
the gold bottle one?
yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's way better than that Hennessy. Probably not this privilege, but yeah, you know that VSOP privilege, that shit good. I done had some of that. I done bought a quick bottle.
Is that
of
the black bottle?
Not like normally it's like it's the same shape as that, but it's just smaller for the fifth. But it's literally the same shape.
I found a fucking Barks.
Where the fuck you found a bark at?
JJ's.
Old Faithful.
Yeah.
It's not called JJ's no more, but
What's
it
it
hasn't
called?
been called JJ's. Sublet Sitco or some shit like that.
It was called JJ's when we was kids,
Yeah.
so we just still
Oh,
call it
like
the same
Gray
shit.
Mule. Yeah, that's how. That's
Anybody that been over there.
that's a
they
store
know
that used to be owned by a dude named Gray Mule, and then he started doing something else. But the store's still Gray Mule.
I remember we got chased out that motherfucker. Man. Good old days.
On my hot boy shit.
Nigga, somebody was stealing some gummy bears.
I ain't never used to steal from stores like that. Like I steal from Walmart for sure, but I wouldn't steal from like the mom and the pop. Like it never crossed my mind because like you know we know them, so it wasn't even like you know what I mean.
It was like a regular gas station.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I might hit you up, but not like I'm saying as a kid, not now.
Oh yeah. I forgot who it was, but that nigga got caught, and then a fucking super civilian dude.
With the G.
Yep. So we running out the store. This nigga comes out the store, hops in his car, and like drives down like this little dirt area where we riding bikes and niggas running. One of the homies hid in the bush. Like the dude that was stealing shit was like throwing like the gummy bears when he was running and shit.
Yeah, like they did a felony.
Yeah, I was like, bro, this is some gummy bears, bro. Like, it was one of them moments where you like, why the fuck am I running type shit? And then, like, to see a
Nobody
nigga
wasn't
chasing
chasing
you in
y'all.
like a Jeep, like, what the fuck is going on?
So he was chasing y'all?
Yeah.
And off-roading.
Off-road, nigga.
For the gummy bear.
For gummy bears,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, y'all really had to move different, huh?
Yeah,
Nigga was living the wire off some gummy bears.
One of them niggas was on my brother's bike, and that nigga left the bike up there.
He ain't had no choice. Shit, nigga chasing him on a Jeep.
These are badass. It has little like rough padding on it.
Little
Like,
balls on it.
Yeah, little dots. You know what I'm saying, to like scrub. It's pretty interesting. Would anybody like to try one? Just for the general purpose.
For the sake of hemper. And then. Right.
The whole shit.
It's
out.
dirty. But still.
when that?
My pinky's starting to finally look like a pinky. Ain't as pretty as my other one though. Look at it. I'm gonna have an ugly pinky forever. I can't never be a hand model now. Thanks to you guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks to you.
Little massage beads.
Because
I was like, what?
That's why I say it felt a little different.
Okay.
Wait.
Since we're on the subject of different things that partake into these activities, did you hear about the seizure in California?
What activities? We partaking in tobacco usage.
No, I agree, but I was saying in different aspects in different areas. You know,
Oh yeah.
of the world
No, I
that
didn't hear about it
that's
though.
why I
What
said
happened in California?
Correct.
What happened in California?
They seized like 16 tons of cannabis from an illegal cultivator.
Let's see. A ton is 2,000 pounds. So 16 means they 32,000 pounds of weed is what.
Well, when it came down to the details, they said supposedly it was 33,480 pounds.
So a little bit over 2 tons. I mean
Right.
over 16 tons.
Right.
So that's a lot of weed.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine 32,000 pounds of weed in one place? Just looking at 32, considering what a pound really look like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, no nigga rapping is like, or even like an ounce when it's like, it's like boom. But nigga, you see a pound like, if you was, if you was to shape it,
Condense.
right? You know what I mean?
Did something of that.
These look like, so 32,000.
Yeah.
Shit looking like Legos.
Right. Well,
You got to stack them this way
Well,
and
it
then
wasn't-
alternate them so they fit it.
Right.
That shit fill up like.
But a lot of it was like grow, you know what I'm saying? So according to the article, there was like different grow houses, and it wasn't just like there was also like arrest through the environment treatment, something because of the illegal use of like water and electricity. You know what I'm saying? In certain
In like a
areas.
certain area.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cash, according to the article, they only found like $28,000 out of all that, you know what I'm saying? So that just kind of sounded kind of wishy-washy to me, but you know, they got different ways.
It's like that show Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Man, that's some bullshit. Considering
Or that shit where
that they selling the same shit, and
yeah.
most of the time these
Well, like an individual can grow like a certain amount, like by themselves, right?
So,
Like,
right.
But
So
if you
like
do
in different
anything
states,
more
it's
than
like
that,
6
it's
or 12,
like-
right? But then you can also do like, say for example, say if you don't have the capabilities to grow, and you do have your medical to where you can grow, whatever, and I have my same, I can grow your amount also. Just because you're not able to grow that amount. So if my legal, I can only grow 6 for myself. But then you don't
we
have
talking about 32,000 pounds.
No,
shit
no,
like
no,
that.
I
We
agree.
talking about much larger scales of growing, but I'm saying no matter how they swing it, like you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's weed, and you selling the same weed that you locking niggas up. Like
Right.
I don't care what y'all say or what you say a nigga could grow or couldn't grow. None of that don't make sense because they taxing on all of that shit. They taxing hellas. Matter of fact, on all of that shit for niggas that's actually selling weed the legal way, which is why niggas is still able to do it the illegal way. Cause when a nigga thought about legal weed, we thinking that shit gonna be like, Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like shit. All right, nigga, an ounce used to cost you $2.50.
$13
Right,
a gram.
$13 right, or some $5 a gram type of shit. Walmart. That's what we thinking. Like, all right, boom, this
That's
shit.
how much it is.
You know what I'm saying? They be in that bitch staining. 3.5 be $80. Bro, I wouldn't pay this. for some super gas. I don't even know what's in this bag. I never heard of this shit. You know,
I don't think all of them be.
Nah, they don't be always, but but you know, on the scale, like they 5-star shit. They 5-star shit be like, all right, boom. Like, you know, because you know they had it. They, you know, when they put it in the case, they'll have it rated. These are, you know, this right here. We got a deal on this. This is like we selling 8 of this for $20, but it's like some shit that you already smoked before. One on the street, and it's like, Be like, you know what I mean? It'd be like green crack or something. And they sell it for like $20. It's like, all right, but this New York Bubba Sour Diesel, yeah, that's going to hit you for the 70 or 8th. And I mean, you know, I was in Vegas. You know?
And inconvenience.
Yeah. Well, that first one we went to in Vegas, like, I had went to that one before. That was one of the more pricier ones. When we had went to that other one, we had found a Canagar and everything, and that hoe was
cheaper price.
Yeah, they had the energy drinks in that bitch and everything.
This time I had went to what's the name of that bitch? What was the name of that bitch? The hoe is red and silver. It's what is the name of that place? I have to like.
And the one that my homie work at, the Source, that hoe was pretty fucking.
This is like a big one where you gotta get like a ticket to wait in line to go in.
Damn.
Right.
So it's like a Walmart.
Nah, they ain't charging like Walmart.
No, I meant size wise.
No, it ain't that big, but it's much bigger than the other store was. It was like
it's the Walmart of the cannabis.
Right. They had like, you know, like I say, security guards and officers that would like, you know, be pointing you over here, over there. You go through this line, you gotta walk this way, around, shit like that. But yeah, that place there, yeah, they was standing, and that was just recently. So, but like I said, I mean, they gonna pay the price, of course, but yeah, you know, when the niggas first heard about that shit, yeah, so they taxing, and they doing that because the government be taxing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can't even keep their money in a bank. Like, their money, because of the federal guidelines, and a lot of those places where it's legal, they can't keep their money in the bank because it's not legal on a federal level.
Mm-hmm.
So they be having like vaults of cash and shit.
Yeah. And I think you can only have a certain amount of cash. Like, you ever seen that show Disjointed on Netflix? Yeah, it was pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you get like down to the article, it talks about how the mayor's like, oh, this is the cartel, and you know they're trying to go after them and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's the big deal behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like, this is not like a mom and pop, you know, or just whatever. But it still raises the question, like, how do you sell something from this point of view and it's okay, but then when you sell it from this point of view, it's not okay? Is that because you're just not getting
I had to fight it off. It didn't work.
Is that because somebody's not getting their cut?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Somebody
We giving you the right to grow this amount. You went past that, way past that.
Listen, when a nigga sees $1.9 billion,
we trying to let y'all get in with us, and y'all not participating.
right? You see what I'm saying? So that's why they seize it. Like, no, we want that bread. We want it. We gonna get some of that bread. Or we gonna get all that bread. Which one you want?
When you, I would think, I don't know, but I'm just saying, just off of just reading the thing and off of what being presented. I would think if you're growing something like that, if you're on that type of a scale, you gotta have hands involved in other things for that to be.
You gotta be putting bread in somebody's pocket to be
fucking
able to.
Breaking Bad,
I mean,
fucking, what's the other
yeah,
one?
but
Ozarks.
if they not hitting the right people at all the right times, like just take like the mafia, prime example. They got into such hot water because of Bobby Kennedy. who was the brother of John F. Kennedy, and they got John F. Kennedy elected. They did a lot of that shit as far as like the movement went with getting him to become president. But Bobby Kennedy wasn't a part of that shit, and they couldn't buy him. So
He can't hold that old nigga.
he tried.
Just
It popped all the way down. But yeah, no. So they end up having basically a beef with that boy, and that ultimately is what led to them getting exposed as being real and all of that type of shit. When you talk about like $1.9 million, 10% of it, that's $190 million. I don't give a fuck. You shot me $190 million. We need to talk. I give a fuck. I give a fuck if I'm Jeff Bezos. That's $190 million. Oh, we not gonna play about $190 million. Now, if I'm that rich, a couple million, yeah, sure. You know, who cares? $1 million. Let's sweat it, but anybody gonna care. That's a new yacht. That's a new palatial estate or something. You know what I mean? Like $190 million buy you a lot of something. $1 million not so much, depending on where you at in California. It buy you like a 2-bedroom house. So you see what I'm saying? Like depends on the situation. $1 million, but $190 million going, even in California, you gonna be living well, really well. You know what I mean? Even in, and that's only 10% of that. So and you didn't want to play ball? Oh, okay. I'm coming to get that.
Remember when you brought up the topic of the person that purchased a jet, right? Just to get the write-off.
Tax write-off. Grant Cardone.
What if it's something in that aspect?
I mean,
you know, like in a larger scale, like what if it's something like that is, you know, being played like where, okay, now we're gonna take this and then we're gonna turn around and do something else with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what they do a lot of the times. I mean, most of the stuff that they have in evidence and stuff that gets seized is ultimately used in investigations for prop stuff or the lifestyle. Let's say they seize a couple drug dealer houses and then they put a nigga undercover.
Reselling that shit. You know
oh no, that's what I'm saying. They doing all of that.
They do that, and then now we're making double than what we were making at this time because we're gonna, like we were saying, what you were saying, they're marking up, right? So now we can flood the market a little bit more.
I always assume those numbers. I never assume that the numbers is
completely accurate.
As far as even like, oh, we seized 1.9 billion. All right, so they probably got 2.5. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because you got to realize when you start talking about that type of money, a couple million going up missing ain't going to be noticed. Nobody's going to. Nobody. How would they know? No. How would they know? No one's going to know. How would they know?
Jinx.
You just said it the same time. You tried though. Almost. You got to get a little bit more predictable. It's the way I say my words.
He gonna say that every time. That's how he gonna get out.
No, because I gave you the jinx.
After me.
I said, did he know it? That's why he wasn't convinced either. He heard it. He know I wasn't bullshitting. When it's on the money, I look, I say, all right, you know. That wasn't on the money. It was almost on the money though. But you was trying to do a predictable statement. The easy way to catch a nigga in a jinx is off of a response statement. So like I'm saying something, then make you think of something, then we both think of it and we say it. And that's where you get the jinx from. Cause we gonna think about it about the response about the same time.
That was pretty much what just happened.
Nah.
Yeah. It just maybe didn't line up, or maybe you just.
I mean, maybe you said maybe. Why you use it maybe like that? So you trying to discredit my word?
I can't. You know.
You trying to discredit my word? You say you trying to use those words, those sneaky words. But, maybe and said, nah, brother, that ain't what happened.
Hey, you still got shots running.
I got shots running.
You still got shots running.
I ain't seen the game tape. I'd have asked for it.
It was 5 on the board.
I'd have asked for it several times.
He 4 shots in debt.
Y'all know, I'm gonna bring my game face. My poker face, you
Yo,
can study
drinking
the
credit
game.
score is about to go down.
Yeah.
I told you. Listen,
Drinking karma.
I said let them come. They can tell me which
You
side
can
I
only
look
buy
better from.
this when you go to the liquor store.
What is up with that thing? This
Pull up karma.
Yeah.
Have a little score right there.
Right. Steady. 4. In the red.
575.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Another one
like to send
that
a
he
special
missed.
fuck you out to
560.
So, what it comes down to is y'all some young haters with some old accusations. Why y'all ain't catching
This
me
ain't a
still?
cold case, nigga. Like,
It sounded
ID
good.
channel.
It's what I'm saying. It sounds like somebody done got rid of the witness or something.
Look like it's like
You don't know what
it's forever on YouTube.
No, we gotta find the dead bodies first.
Poet score 560.
I need to see the dead bodies.
Drinking score. Ding. You might want to step the game up there. You might want to catch up.
Like mustard or relish?
Both. I like to get crazy with it. I like to get nasty with the fucking. relish
Heinz
and
or
fucking-
Hellman's?
Say again.
Heinz or Hellman's?
For mayo.
Heinz make mayonnaise?
Don't they?
Think so.
I thought they was just ketchup niggas.
No. But I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Did I stump them? One time for the one time.
I don't remember seeing nothing else but ketchup from them. I might be tripping.
Yeah. Heinz makes mayo. Real mayonnaise. Or Heinz mayonnaise. Boom.
The K or the FN?
Yeah.
Which way y'all want me to take y'all out? The K or the FN?
Right. There was no stump. There was no confusion. There was confusion on your end, sir.
No, there's no
You
confusion.
threw the fucking lure out there. You ain't fishing.
I ain't boating.
You ain't fishing. You not over here.
Look,
Sorry.
I'm popping
You
down.
tried. Nah, they ain't looking over here, player.
You can tell them fuck a clock, fuck a trailer, fuck everybody. I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to tell, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a nice taste. You finna see what I'm saying. Compared to the Hennessy, it's like, oh, okay. That is Jaguar. Mucal. Jaguar Mucal. Sorry. Cause I'm trying to be. They're trying to play me. It's easily. No time for this shot.
Put a little dance in it.
Pretty fucking player.
Absolutely, positively, Mickey Rooney.
I gotta get the other one.
What
The gold one.
Most def.
Give me a water over there, please.
Hey, B, pass me a water, B.
Hey, pass me some water so I can go hard.
fucking water.
Two, as a matter of fact, is better than one. About to do them Stone Cold style. Just kidding.
First sip of water of the day.
Nigga, all I drink is water. You don't see nothing but water bottles around.
What you get for
Full.
Wendy's?
They're all full.
Highway.
Oh.
That ain't my water. Yeah, water. Water.
Full.
That's Chris.
Mm-mm.
You said first sip of water. It ain't full.
That's
Water.
water.
It ain't that ain't full.
Well, okay, no, it's not full, but it's definitely 3 quotas.
Mm.
It's definitely 3 quotas.
That's Zulus.
Always gotta find a way, don't you? You gonna blame my dog now?
Can you prove it's not?
Ah, see.
Is that what we doing? Can he prove it's not? Is that what's happening?
Oh, no. I can't prove. But there's also
That's a,
water right there.
yeah, because that's all I got in here. Water.
Right. You know what I'm saying? There's some water in your faucet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
On purpose.
24/7. There's ice. You got water.
For the water.
Water.
For my water. Water gang.
That's it. Periodically.
Water gang.
Splash of water.
Water gang. A whole bag over there. Demolished. 32 pack on the Ozarka. Gone.
32 days.
Had to go real. Had to go real. After just a week.
That nigga like water a day. Like, no, nigga, that is not the saying.
After just a week, I'm back. I had to go get those yesterday just to make sure I kept the water gang going strong. Because that's what I drink. See, y'all capping. I really, when I go places, I buy water. I order water. I don't even be there. A lot of this stuff that got too sweet for me.
Nigga don't order water. They just bring you the water to the table.
I'm talking about like let's say if I go to like Velvet Taco, I just get like a water. Something like that.
You don't get a margarita?
Nah. At Velvet Taco?
Yes.
Is that we think
Yes.
we think about the same place?
And you can get that bitch to go.
Oh, we.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the
Oh yes.
They
Just
make
went there
like
yesterday.
They can have different tacos at different times.
Yeah, they
like,
have specialty
Times a week.
tacos.
Yep.
margarita, the $5 margarita.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fire.
I ain't been up
And,
twice,
and
but
I
ain't-
mean, fire. Like
Specialty.
one, you be like, what is going on here?
Yeah. The
Like,
hell
no
pretty strong.
bullshit. Yeah, like no bullshit. The one I go to is the one off of fucking.
In Fort Worth.
No, I go to the one in Dallas.
I've never been to the one in Dallas.
Well, there's like 4 out there. There's one on Greenville. There's one off fucking I think Henderson. I think that's the one I go to. It's right off the freeway. Then there's another one in Uptown. I think they got 2 in Uptown now. You know what I'm saying? That's just the ones that I've driven and was like, oh shit, fucking Velvet Taco, like. But the one that I go to, the one that I bought, I think that's the original one. But the one in Fort Worth, I've been out there. And
Oh,
that
so
one's
Velvet
fire, too.
Taco, that's a Texas thing?
I think
I don't
it's a
know.
Dallas thing. Cause I never heard about Velvet Taco until
Yeah,
I
but
went
so I
out to
never really
Dallas.
did.
And then when I went out there and was mingling and shit, cooking out there, that's when it was just like, oh, you ever been to Velvet Taco? One of the people that I had ran into at school, her and her husband, we went out one night, me and my wife, and went out, hung out, whatever, and then fucking at the end of the night, we went to Velvet Taco, and they were like, you ever had Velvet Taco? We're like, nah. And they're like, yo, this is the spot. This is where everybody be going after everything's, it's like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, you know what I'm saying? Going there, and that bitch is packed like a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's outside or inside, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't think we shooting a commercial for Velvet Taco.
I'm just saying.
That whole fire, bro.
Yeah, that's the shit.
The
I get
fucking
that
waffle.
This is
I
not a
get the
paid
Cuban pig,
infomercial. We
Cuban
just talking.
pig, and the brisket one with no cheese on the tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. And then whatever special that they got.
I know what you
tried the
can't
grilled
get.
cheese. I tried the tuna, and there's another one that I forgot.
I know what you can't get.
But yeah,
32,000 pounds back.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know, it's always some kind of there's always something behind what's actually being said, right? So, you know, you read the article, just like what you said. They say this. For all you know, it could be less. It could have been fucking like 250,000 worth of shit, but they just wanted to make it seem like it was this just to, you know,
That's usually how
put
it is.
fear into people.
I seen them nigga lay out like
businesses or
6
whatever.
ounces of weed one time. Like,
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
they posted that shit on social media like they did something.
yeah. It was like,
We got this off the streets.
Right.
Like
Right
nigga, what?
what did you get off the streets? It was like 17 dime bags or something. I was confused as a motherfucker. Right,
And $12.
right. Hey, bro, y'all out here wasting people's tax dollars. Nigga paying you $60,000 a year to do this shit. You out
They
here,
didn't even like investigate that shit. Probably.
You out here-
They just
you out
fucking
here
just
arresting
was
niggas.
like,
Random stop.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Right.
like,
You
oh,
didn't stop at this stop sign.
Right, right.
right.
Or your fucking license plate
Smells like
bulb was
weed in
out,
here.
Or fucking your tail light
Right.
was out.
That's
Some
what I'm
crazy
saying.
shit.
Do you mind if I search the car?
Hell yeah, my nigga.
No, sir. I would like to speak to my lawyer.
Smells like weed.
I would like to speak to my lawyer right about now. I am Buck the Fifth, and I would like to speak to my lawyer. And then go from there. But usually that's not how it usually goes. It sounds good, but
Yeah,
realistically, that does not how
Niggas
it
ain't got the
goes.
heart.
Let's
Niggas
be
ain't got
clear
the-
on that one.
Niggas
Just
ain't got the
saying.
heart to play with them boys.
It's like, oh.
Nigga had your ass in, like, won't even give your ass a phone call. Nigga won't know where the fuck your ass at. Nigga be the fucking put your ass in some motherfucking place. Some little jail off in Waco.
And you got pulled over in Grand Prairie.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Had your ass somewhere. We'll get playing with the niggas. That what they be banking on. And the power complex. You don't need to have your ass in there. Rest shit, don't even let you see the judge or something, you know what I'm saying? They been in that bed for a week before they can see the judge. Off some shit. Then they get to say,
Man,
oh, he's
so-
doing such and such. And
I had some time back, you know, some time, some way back.
we used to say, fuck the police, is what I'm
way
saying.
back. You know what I'm saying? I had did some community service. You know what I'm saying? For some, you know, whatever bullshit. But just talking to some of those people that was up in there that was doing community service too, man, you hear some stories. You know what I'm saying? People getting hit with like 420 hours and 135 hours worth of shit. And I'm just like thinking like breaking that shit down. Like,
That's a lot of time.
damn, like.
Especially when
What
you
the
got like
fuck?
work like a regular life.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You
135
still got life.
Cause that's a month worth of work. 160 hours is you working 40 hours a week every week for like a month. That's what a 160 hour paycheck look like. So we talking about 135 hours. You talking about more than halfway to 100. You see what I'm saying? To a full month's work of 40-hour shifts.
Right.
And you ain't better do no 40-hour shift and that right there from a timing standpoint because of the times that they usually gonna allow you to serve. So you're gonna be doing this shit for potentially years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be doing 4 or 5 hours here, 3 hours there
Right.
when you can. If you got kids and shit, especially, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You're gonna be doing this shit for years.
One dude, he was like, yeah, this happened like 5 years ago. He was like, oh, I got like 20 something left, and I'm trying to finish it out, and I'm just like, damn, like 420, like
Right.
for real? And he was like, yeah. I was just like,
420 hours?
he's like, yeah, that's what he got.
Yeah, ridiculous, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, what? And then, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what happened? You know what I'm saying? He told me the story, and I was
60
just like,
months later, you
shit.
still working on it.
Yeah.
60 months
Yeah.
later. You know what I'm saying? That shit is bullshit, bro.
I was just like, man,
They really be on some bullshit with this shit. They be
that's
doing.
crazy.
the shit they be presenting, shit, that shit be laughable. Like, man, y'all wildin'. Like, fuck y'all. Like, everybody don't like y'all now. Hope y'all keep getting flat tires and all your kids grow up to be just like you, but poor. So they can get a different perspective on life.
You know, the only crazy thing with that, though, on the flip side, you know, being poor.
No, I'm saying how they be acting,
I
all
agree.
entitled and
I agree.
going out like that
100%.
and be poor. You gonna get your
100%.
ass beat to motherfucking death.
100%, right.
Every nigga got time to listen to that shit.
Right.
Acting, who you talking to, boy? Boy.
You'll have those the few, just like in normal life, that will use that as fuel. You know what I'm saying? The few. That's what I'm saying. On the flip side, even in that condition or those conditions, builds character within certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? It makes you think twice about certain moves that you do, certain things that you play with to in the day to day. You know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, that's just the rags to riches type situation.
Rags to riches.
You know, in the culture.
Rags
right?
to riches.
Fucking,
Rags to riches. Say, riches. My bad. I can't. Y'all know I sound great. I'm living
yeah.
luxury. What's the? It's probably cash.
Oh, let me go ahead and use my.
Did y'all see that video where the dude was talking shit? That white dude in New Jersey, and he gave out his address while somebody was recording, and
Everybody and all them,
all the people showed up to his house while he was getting arrested, and they started throwing bottles and shit at him.
What?
He was like, something, niggers, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
And if you want something, you can come to my address, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if he knew that somebody was recording, but the video went viral. So then people showed up to his crib, and that nigga was getting arrested. So while he getting arrested, it's a whole bunch of black people around, just like in the neighborhood, like kind of when the people came outside with them guns in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Or whatever, when they was protesting.
Yeah. Damn.
That shit was funny as hell. They was throwing shit at him.
He's getting, yeah.
I know them cops was like, damn it.
What goes around goes around.
Shit.
Yeah, fucked up.
It be like that. Shit. That nigga lucky he didn't get his motherfucking head caved in, cause
Oh shit.
I don't know what. Like I said, I mean, and I ain't making no threats, you know, but I don't know what be up with these. I won't even just say white people, but people in general playing with people, like, but specifically in this case, white people, like with this shit, you know, dude, Flo, the homie Flo had to sit outside the girl house for 90 days, you know what I'm saying, before they finally did something about that. But like, I'm not finna like come around here harassing me, air quotes. Yeah. Let's do that, buddy. Harass me. Let's see how that go. Tell me how you feel all on my face and get all up in my face while you do it. I just want your nose to touch my nose. I'm gonna break your shit. I'm gonna beat you unconscious.
But if like it's his.
You know. Now you know how they be like how he was getting all in dude's face and get you
Like the
get the
fucking
yelling right.
weigh in shit.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Right, you
get
getting it right. They right. You get it yelling, little spit fall out your mouth. Hit me. I'm on you. You spit on me. I'm on you. ammonia. I'm gonna be strong as ammonia on your ass. Yeah, like that. You know what I'm saying?
All the dog viewers are like, click. This nigga talking about ammonia and shit. Like, oh, can't get in the trash. God damn it.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm like, nah. That shit right there was hilarious. To think that someone feels they're entitled or feels like they're gonna be that safe. Because what these other cats don't be realizing when they doing this individual, see, the black people gonna show the fuck up. And the white people showed up for your ass. Because you wasn't moving the right way. They want to do it covertly, you know what I mean? You out here doing, all right, bro, you setting yourself on Front Street. Ain't nothing we can do with you. Then the other part of it, I said this for a life lesson, but all that motherfucking posting your shit on social media, hell no. I guess Zulu was awake. That's enough, Zulu. That is enough.
I'm gonna tell you when it's enough, nigga.
Just woke up. I probably gotta take a piss. Might have to take a shit.
He might have to pee. He might. I just took him to pee. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy?
That hat.
Oh yeah, that's a straight jacket. But
I like it.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
It's fucking wild out there. Different. Oh, he's letting you know real quick. Real quick. He said, no, I ain't having this shit.
She got a very big travesty of treatment on her hand.
Yeah.
And I feel like they trying to send certain messages and blow up certain exploits about black athletes as opposed to other, because they haven't really suspended anybody but black athletes for whatever reasons they chose to suspend him for. They literally got a man that looks like a man that has converted to a woman, so now she is a woman that looks like a man that's powerlifting for the Netherlands. And I'm talking look just like me. Only thing they did was shave. Literally.
Over some weed, over some cannabis.
A non-performance
Like,
enhancing drug.
For real,
to
this
say
is
the least.
in a legal state at that. Right? If you really wanted to go that far,
It's a legal state.
it was done in a legal state. So what is the issue? What's the problem? You know the benefits. You know why people do
they
it. It's
they
not
trying to
like
get
it's
all of them
taboo
out that they
anymore.
They want some other people to win, so they ain't gotta have black people representing the thing. Like, listen, they the ban Black Lives Matter. Anything to do with Black Lives Matter, anything black protest related from the Olympics.
Right.
They ain't said nothing about Asian hate.
Right. And that was done by the Olympic Committee, not Tokyo. But you know what will be broadcast, commercial, or anything in between. You know what I'm saying? When it's televised.
Oh yeah, they gonna broadcast. You know, they're gonna probably have a Stop Asian Hate commercial. You know, or something about
Right.
how COVID is not related to them or something.
Not knocking that at all. Just pointing out the elephant in the room when it comes to certain things of how people just act like they don't exist or things don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so like in a work environment, you know what I'm saying? You go in Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? Do you see anything, advertise Black History Month? No. But you would definitely see something on the screensaver of Pride Month, Asian hate, or Asian appreciation, You'll see these things advertised, a lot, And you think to yourself, like, well, this is not like a coincidence. This is, like, what is this about? Like,
Zulu, lay down.
it's pretty much out there. But if you bring it up, now you're that person that's trying to stir the pot. Why are you bringing this up? It's only this, but that's
I mean,
not
folk trying to stir the pot. I mean, real is real up in this motherfucker.
right. But that's how in a company based or like in a situation like that.
Oh no, if you're
That's
not
how
part
they
of the
try to-
agenda, they gonna definitely get rid of you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, so that wouldn't even be within question. And then you talk about the Olympics being held in Tokyo. So you're going to have a whole bunch of officials from different, what is it, different,
Ethnicities.
not different
Backgrounds.
ethnicities, but sovereignties of the Asian continent, you know what I mean? In terms of different officials that represent different areas, stuff like that. And of
Do
course,
they get those officials from the same area that it's being held at? Or is
I
that
don't know.
like-
Well,
is that
no,
like
I'm not
a-
just talking about. I'm saying where the area that's held at is where it's gonna dictate. It's held in Tokyo, so
Right.
the people that represent Tokyo, for real, is the ones that's gonna have the say.
Yeah.
And those are the same ones that feel the way they feel about these things.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
Because to even get the Olympics, you know what I'm saying, you got to win a vote and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
And then once you win the vote, you got to build stadiums
Right.
and shit like that to.
Right.
Right. So you got to be a major powerhouse infrastructure just to
Yeah.
even host it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have the Olympics in Idaho. Won't happen.
That's why I was held in California.
The Idaho Olympics
Right.
2024.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
no,
Right.
nigga.
It won't happen. I don't give a fuck if they do got the money. Cause it ain't gonna get voted in. Nobody.
Nope.
In Idaho? No. You have Tokyo, New Zealand. You got all these big. You know what I mean? With all these waterfront. You know what I mean? And
Man.
reviews and
Yeah. Attractions.
Right, you
to
know what I
bring
mean?
in, drawing people.
because this is a money making. Imagine the billions they make every. You know what I mean?
Everybody coming in and shit from
The-
different
the
countries.
tickets.
Like,
What you think it costs to go to the Olympics? What?
Shit, just to get there. Lodging and try to find lodging.
oh, yeah.
The
Right.
vicinity. Good
Oh.
luck trying to find anything close. That's probably just 10-mile radius is blocked off. You not
Right.
even. That's all for athletes and everybody dealing with the Olympics. Fuck off.
Well, you got to be able to
Because-
accommodate like different areas and shit, because niggas is going to like a track meet to see the track, so niggas is gonna be over here. You know what I'm saying? If you going
Yeah.
to see the soccer or some shit, you
Yeah.
probably gonna be closer to the soccer stadium. Shit, like you're
Right.
probably not gonna go to see everything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You might go see basketball, or you might be a nigga that's like, shit, I'm gonna spend a couple days out here and I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
No telling.
But you-
People be doing that, like all the time.
You really-
Every time that shit pops up, people be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they make it like a tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Like them Super
they
Bowl
do.
niggas, they done went to every Super Bowl from like the beginning till now.
Ooh.
You know, them niggas. You know how much money go into them saying. That's just the Super Bowl. So you're talking about the
Yeah.
Olympics, like
Yeah.
put in perspective.
Every 4
like,
years, we
yeah,
gonna
exactly.
stack up and we just
I mean, to
gonna.
put in perspective how much money the Olympics is worth, people like Usain Bolt
It's a
go
nice
from being
ass idea.
nobody to household names off of the Olympics. Like,
Yeah,
you think
that's
about
also
if you
slow.
think about his career, like from what you know about his career from a support standpoint, he ran a handful of races. Let's say he ran 35, 40 races. That's ever. You know, he gonna retire, probably made 50, 60 million off endorsements and you see what I'm saying? Like, so you say what the Olympics worth? These niggas be having whole like.
Yeah, the publicity
Right.
of just being there, and
Simone
Everything.
Biles is a millionaire, I guarantee you.
you go ahead and medal. No matter what medal you medal, you're gonna be something of worth. Now we all know once you get that gold, you know you
You
on
over
that
the
pedestal.
top.
You on the Wheaties, you on all this. You got Nike, you got all the bells and whistles to being at the Olympics and making gold. You know what I'm saying? Or just being at the Olympics and say, even if it's like something where you didn't medal, but it was like a crazy situation that you were a part of. You know, like the timer stopped right at this point, which could have caused, what if this, shot was made or this knockout or, whatever the,
Exactly.
whatever they do, javelin and shot put. I know that's not timed, I don't think, but, man, there's a lot of damn sports when it comes to the whole thing. You ever, try to watch them all?
That should be on all day, nigga.
Yes.
And they just be
Yes.
going back and forth
Yes.
to
I would
different
never
shit.
watch all of the
Man.
Olympics.
I've tried because sometimes they do the reruns later on at different time frames because they got different times playing or whatever, and you can catch up on some of the others. And some of the things I had no idea that was even in existence to sports. Like you got this I don't remember the name, but
Zulu.
you ski,
Shut up.
you shoot, you fucking ski some more, you know what I'm saying? That's in the Winter Olympics, but I'm just saying, there's other shit that goes on that I had no idea about when it comes to sports. They be hyping all that shit up, and it's just like, damn, so many ways that people keep themselves entertained. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when it's in Greece, well, you know what I mean? Like these are places that have.
Or that are very similar, right? Because then you have things that are, miles and miles, on the other side of the world or whatever, you want to call it, across the pond, whatever. And we doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? We're competing to the best of the best, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm sitting here, we're fighting boxing, you know what I'm saying? We're doing the javelin or was it pole vaulting, you know what I'm saying? Track, you know what I'm saying? We out here racing the fastest motherfuckers all over the damn world. It's fucking wild, And even when you look at people being maybe the slowest person in the 100 or long distances, whatever, those people still be those bad motherfuckers that you just can't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? In real life, you know what I'm saying? You try to keep up with that individual, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't built like that unless you're training for that. You know what I'm saying? The time, the effort, the pain, the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into all that shit. That's a lot of commitment. That's a lot of in and out, routine. With thousands of others that are doing the same thing, trying to get to that same position. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn. Everybody thinking in that morning, all right, I'm going to get up at 3 or 4. I'm going to try to beat that person, you know what I'm saying? The motivation, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Sometimes it just don't pan out for that individual or a lot of them,
Most.
Right.
I just want to say.
And so then what sets those individuals different? A lot of times, just my opinion, genetics. Because people are sometimes just naturally gifted in certain things, that just comes natural to them, You're built a certain way, structure for you to excel the way that she does, you know what I'm saying, and be able to hit those speeds like she does, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm sure it's a nigga in Africa that don't know nothing about training that motherfucker be hitting that motherfucking ground, go get his motherfucking goat foot on foot. Like, just like, you know, when it came to that swimming, I was looking at it like, no, I'm not being funny, you know, like, I think it was a dude, it's a culture in the Philippines, and they hunt fish, like, on the bottom of the floor of the ocean.
And they can control their pupils, right?
And
They can.
Well, no, they control their breath. Like, he'll do it in one breath. Like, he'll go down, like he go up
Right.
from the top, no air tank or nothing.
Free diver.
Yeah, with a spear. Go down to the bottom, find a fish, spear that motherfucker, come back up, got dinner. What you think his laps like? If he ever, you see what I'm saying? I'm talking about he doing all this on one breath. So we talking about like they be holding their breath for 3-5 minutes and shit. Like down there, just like down there, because you gotta realize how long it take them to swim down first.
Yeah.
Then you gotta swim back up.
And you can't just hold like
Right.
full lung. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He got and he wasn't like he wasn't unique
Air.
for his culture. He unique as hell as far as the world, but he wasn't unique for his culture. That's
Right,
some shit
everybody
they do.
do that
Right.
shit there.
That's what I'm saying. Just like it's a tribe in Africa. I was just watching it on Jump Science or something like that, and that's one of the values that they have as far as how they you know they recognize the manhood or whatever, or the recognition within their tribe is they jumping ability, and these guys is just standing here just bouncing.
Yeah, that's
35,
crazy.
40 inches in the air. What do you think he could do if he was?
Give him a ball.
He still said if he was actually interested in what a crossover looked like. I'm talking about to the rim, 45, 50, cock back, hit your head on the backboard type of jumping.
NBA Jam
Right.
dunks.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the culture, like man.
He's on fire.
Like I forgot the name. I want to say the name of the tribe. Like it's like a jumping tribe.
They have the things on their necks.
Like the big long like.
No, they don't have. They literally like just some slender tribe. They just jump high as fuck. The same way where Bobo tribe is from, everybody tall. Like the women is like 6'4". The men like 6'7", 6'8" on average. Others are like 7'1", 7'2", 7'5", 6'11", shit like that. But on average, they at least 6'4". Then they at least 6'8" type of shit.
Wild.
The Maasai warrior. Let's just do this shit.
Yeah, they be wearing the things around their neck too, though. That's what I was talking about. Right.
Right. They're just bouncing. Bounce. Do you know how hard that is in itself? Like the NBA reflex of being able to bounce like that? Like, do you know how many tip back dunks that is? You know what I mean? If you go in for like that, that's a actual NBA metric that scouts judge players by when they coming into the NBA. Like they it's like that rebound jump ability.
Yeah, the double jump.
Yeah, like they have you doing a double jump or like other vertex, because like it's how fast you can get off the ground from an agility standpoint. Like you know, some people can jump high, but they need to
Plant their feet.
squat. You know what I mean? And then some niggas is like bounce. So that's jump up, shoot a shot, miss it, jump back up, dunk on your ass. And you just now landing type of shit. because I can do it like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's from a uniqueness standpoint in a tribe or whatever. I'm sure there's a culture where, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, these niggas run probably 35 miles per hour at top speed, but ain't nobody clocked them. Because you got to remember, some tribes as well that ain't into being documented. They're not into being filmed or nothing like that. It's a bunch of them. It's a whole island where they were saying some of the people ain't been touched or talked to in 6,000 years or some shit like that.
You also got that one tribe, like every time somebody tries to show up, they end up like getting killed.
Yeah, they kill them immediately.
Yeah.
If you pull up, they kill you.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Like there is no talking. Like there's only like one or two pictures like from the air of the people, and it shows them coming out, and they got like spears and shit, and they like ready to fuck you up. And it's been already documented that they've already killed multiple people that tried to, you know. Yeah,
they have, and you know, of course, these are white people. That they come and they think, oh, I'm a missionary. I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm talking about the second that you touch that motherfucking island, and they can see you, you're dead. No negotiation, no hey, no, I'm not like the rest, no, everybody dies. You are not gang. You are dead.
Pretty much.
No, dead. Like immediately. I'm talking. It's not like it's not they capture you and bring you back and then no, they kill you right there where you stand. They leave your body there, and it possibly be in one of the photos from there, or they bring it back and put your head on a stick or something, and parade you around. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't
play.
We know nothing about their culture. We know nothing about what they represent, what they into. We know nothing about it because they do not give a fuck to tell you a fucking thing.
Right.
Not nothing. I know old documentary. Look, this is a phone. Cool. This is a spear. Oh yeah, dumbass. Right. Before you know it, your ass is out of there. You're in that upper room and checked out. The upper room. And that's what it be. They don't play around. And like I said, from a cultural standpoint, everything is unique. So like I say, I'm pretty sure they got some warriors and shit like that. Especially like I say in places like Africa that ain't even got that type of mindset to give a fuck about training for no Olympics and that. They could just run a long time because that's how they get places. You know what I'm saying? Like they just run. They just
naturally bred to do that.
They have always ran everywhere they want to go. This is what they did. Like they don't have cars in their culture. They don't have. You see what I'm saying? Like this culture's like that. Like they don't have vehicles. They don't live like that. Yeah, you could bring a gun, but somebody will kill you. They gonna cut your neck with a motherfucking stone knife that they made. Been chiseling that hoe for about 40 years. Gonna light your bitch ass up, get salmonella in the same process. It's a rock. How sanitary you think it is? Right. Shit, right. What you think we using for hand sanitizer over there? Not a fucking thing. Ain't no thing in their motherfucking culture. Like I said, nobody don't even know. They might be living like Wakandans, for all we know. Shit, might go up inside that bitch and they got a whole motherfucking jumbo.
Fuck you, ain't get in.
You know what I mean?
Fuck this.
But in the meantime, shit. For what I seen with them spirits, yeah, no, they deadly with them bitches, and they don't bring them bitches out for nothing. When them niggas, they meet you right there, like, oh, somebody just touched down in the island. Cool. You ready?
First watch, go.
Right. You know what I mean? They immediately they dispatched where you at. Oh, hey.
Nigga get hit with 75
My-
spears.
Right. My boat. Hey, my boat was.
All precise. It's like, oh, they hit you in every major artery that you had
My boat had capsized.
from 20 yards away.
I'm not trying to actually be. No question.
Ran out of.
And you with
Do
everything.
you know how to?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. Immediately. That's what the photos showed. They were showing the photos. Landed. Nigga came out, left his body right there on the cam. Nigga looked up like,
What's up?
if you just did motherfucking helicopter down right here, you dead too. I suggest you keep it where it's at. Cause I don't think I could throw my spear up there, but if you land, I know for sure I'm gonna kill you. That's what I'm saying. Cause you gotta remember these people is also warrior probably tribes, and so these motherfuckers is TTG for real. All they know is right. All they know is like that's
They jammed up.
it's not the worst thing in the world though. I feel like we could stand a little bit of that, especially in this day and age, because I feel like we getting too far from our roots of understanding. Like a lot of people can't grow nothing. A lot of people can't. You see what I'm saying? Like regular necessary life skills. Zulu, that's enough. Mm-hmm. That's enough. But yeah, no, like I be doing like regular life skills. It ain't happening no more. So niggas ain't even equipped to start a fire or you see what I'm saying? Where
Or
it's
even
like,
know how to start a fire.
right. So you see what I'm saying? So we coming to a point where people are forgetting that all this shit is a man-made construct. The idea of a society and neighborhood, no matter how nice your neighborhood is or how bad it is, it's still all fake. Mm-hmm. Like that's why the concept of homeless people is kind of weird or wild, because there's so much land in the world where nigga could have went in the forest, chopped down a tree, made him a cabin, been cooked. You see what I'm saying? For fucking free. But that's illegal. Because of the man-made construct. You see what I'm saying? So a nigga got to die in the street where he could go get a deer right now if it wasn't hunting season.
Right.
And then, I mean, if it was hunting season. You see what I'm saying? You can't be fishing. No fishing over here.
Right. Fine.
For fucking what? I'm hungry. You're going to be fishing. It's late. What is wrong with you? I'm trying to live. No fishing. Niggas sleep on concrete when you got to say make a whole cabin. Very wild concept.
That shit was crazy. Like one time we went to Houston and we stayed downtown. And fucking like one night we was just like walking around and like it was like mad homeless people. Like I ain't never seen that many before.
1 second.
Yeah, so it was like bad homeless people. Like we didn't see them at first when we was walking, but like you could see like the little cardboard setups just like in the middle of the sidewalk. Like some people had they shit like under like buildings and shit, but when we went to go get something to eat and came back, like they was out there.
Hard.
Yeah.
I mean, where else they gonna be?
Yeah.
They was out probably trying to panhandle or something earlier, and then you know they gonna come back to their house like everybody else do around supper time.
Yep.
Relax.
They got that spot out in Dallas. They got that whole strip, and they got the same strip in Fort Worth, right there by the freeway.
I ain't know about the strip.
Yeah, they got like a strip where just a group of homeless folk.
What is it?
right there by Hardwood. Right, it's right. It's like probably like 2 blocks or a block from the Dallas Farmers Market.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of people that a lot of times when I pass by, there's already like people out there, passing out food and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like the
That's why I
spot.
was wondering. I had to
I
pull
think
it
I
up
seen
on
that on the news one time.
Well, I mean, they got
That's a-
multiple, but
that's a
that's
crazy
the main
concept.
area that I've seen where they're like on the street, like saying they got the setup and everything. Because they got a lot of like the tents going on by that freeway over there by the 30 and the 45, 75. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of areas over there like that, and over in Fort Worth also.
That shit sound depressing as a motherfucker. I wouldn't even wanna wish that on the motherfucker. Being honest.
Well, so I was I was explaining to my son about the situation, right? So it was last year, the Christmas time, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Made gift bags, got with some people that we knew. You know what I'm saying? Made some gift bags, pass out gift bags, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. In a sense of trying to get him to understand what you have. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like in a whatever sense, but I mean like everything that comes with that. That's when I didn't want to run down the list of things, but everything that comes with that, and understand that sometimes that's not those people's choice. Sometimes they have been just done wrong in life. Some people just have like mental disorders and they don't get treated properly, and they get arrested and stuff like that, and then they get sent back out. You know what I'm saying? They don't work in the society norm. Sometimes they need help, and they don't get the proper help. They just kind of shoo them away, drop them off, whatever. But some people though choose that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Some people just be like, you know what, I'm done with society. I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? They got those underground tunnels in Las Vegas. They did like a documentary where people living in the tunnels underneath the Las Vegas strip area because everything went bad for them. You know what I'm saying? But they had a bed and they had all these things that they were that they were living in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they probably wasn't even living in the dark. They probably had some type of light source when they wanted.
Well, right, but there wasn't a main light source. Like everything's pitch black. There is no lighting in the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they talk about people that trying to harm them. If you got that light on, you giving away your location too. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about how they use it for certain times or for whatever, just because there is bad people in the world, right? So, but just it's wild sometimes when you think about the bigger picture of it. Why do you have this when we have capabilities to not have these things? You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, well, we don't, because of the way the system's set up now. And people got to realize this shit against everybody.
Right.
Because a lot of that shit, like I say, when it comes to cultivation and having some land to grow and, like, yeah, it's good to be able to buy some land and have some, but maybe it should be limited. Maybe you should only be able to buy 20
So
acres.
much,
Right,
right.
you know what I mean? 20 acres per person, or something like that. Because you got to sit there and realize people like Bill Gates that own land that people can't be on because it's trespassing because he owns it. It's 240,000, you see what I'm saying, acres or something. You see what I'm saying?
That's how.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you realize how much land that is when you talk about homeless people?
Think about
And how much
Disneyland,
cultivation area
Disney
that
World,
is.
all those locations,
Right.
all that fucking land that they accumulated.
Occupy. Right.
Yeah.
When you talk about homeless people. And that's a victim. That's people becoming a victim of circumstances of the world, like I say, we live in. Because, like I say, people die on the street homeless every day. When God gave you running water, God gave you food, but you can't, like I say, you can't touch it in a new society. That's against the law. And also, niggas be so conditioned, they don't even think like that. They rather go live on the street corner begging niggas for potato chips or something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm about to move to an area in the forest and just cut me some trees down, make
Off
me a
the
house.
grid.
You know what I'm saying? Make me a house.
Yeah.
Go hunt me some rabbits. You know what I'm saying? And live. You know what I mean? Healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? But niggas be, you know what I'm saying? Living, sleeping, if you ain't on drugs, you know, drug infested areas and needles and shit on the ground. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how y'all living. Like, rather than me, I'm like, hey, pick it up, go ahead and move to the sticks. I'm not finna, I come back. You feel me? I'll come back. Or maybe I don't. Some type of nigga, I be contemplating that anyway. Sometimes I just want to be off the grid, just gone. I ain't capping, bro. That shit like seem way more pleasant. Cause again, like I say, money is a construct. Money is only necessity because of the way that the society's been created. If you take away the if you take away the desire of convenience in things that people have developed because of society, then money wouldn't matter at all. Like, you don't have to go and get meat. You could eat steak tonight, shrimp. You don't live nowhere near the ocean. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You can eat lobster with it. Some Brazilian Maine fish or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you right. You know, I'm just saying what you
Crossbreed, hybrid.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You get some
Traveled from fucking Brazil.
Get some farm raised lamb chops or
In
something.
the wintertime, they swim down.
Right.
Right, you get some farm raised lamb chops, some farm raised eggs. You don't even know a farmer. Not one. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the convenience that has become a society. So if you, like I said, if you take that out of the equation, it gets real fast. Like, niggas wouldn't even like, and I hate to score one for the vegans, but niggas wouldn't even eat meat if they seen the process.
Right.
A lot of niggas to be can't do it. I can't do it. Too much. A lot of people can't even, you know what I mean? They go get the fish fillet. They ain't never bust down the guts. Their grandma ain't never handled the butcher knife. You had to scale that sucker yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, I can work it. Yeah, I can work it. I can work that wrist. Yeah. You never had to scale it yourself. You know, bust that bit down, fillet it your damn self. Yeah. Niggas ain't never done that shit. A lot of niggas ain't never done that shit, believe it or not. It's a whole bunch. I mean, you gotta realize it's close to 400 million people in America. A lot of people that's in America are less than 30 years old. So they don't even come from that culture.
My uncle used to do that shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of that shit is gone away. Like, that's more of a niche. Like, if you fish and shit, it's like, oh, you in the nature. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a niche. Like, what you mean am I in the nature? Nah, bitch, I'm in the survival. What the fuck? Am I in the nature? Bitch, we are in nature. What are you thinking? It's just a house, but it's in nature. If the animals chose to,
It's like when
you see what I'm saying? If they
people
chose to
be
come
like-
out that forest right now from them woods they in,
I
right?
think that's a movie or a
Right.
show or something that's coming out or that's already.
Yeah, we
out,
are in nature.
where the animals decide to like
fight back.
say fuck it. Yeah.
Am I into nature?
It's like when you can walk a mile that's straight, right? Like if you had like a trail or some shit that was just straight, flat, whatever, you can do that. But then if you do a mile out in the woods, it's a lot different. That mile a little bit longer because you can't move that same speed. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the
So you
elevation.
gotta account for
When
elevation.
we was out
and-
there on that
and-
motherfucker.
Yeah, you don't
Oh yeah,
know.
out there on that motherfucking mountain in motherfucking Arkansas, nigga learned the meaning of a trail. Before that shit we was doing, that was child's play. That was kiddie shit. I know we walked a good 2 miles, and then it was like up a fucking mountain and back down the mountain. So you either got to be stopping yourself or pulling yourself in. Nigga ain't had none of the tread. Like the niggas, it was niggas that came by
Them
us.
niggas
They
was
had
just-
like hiking sticks and shit. We was out that bitch with like sticks and shit. Like it was different for sure. Like yeah, we had like regular sticks. Niggas was coming down that bitch. They had like real hiking gear on.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck is
Yeah.
where the fuck is it going? Was you just coming from the way that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. And but then crazy thing is that wasn't even the tough one. They had a tougher trail that we could have went to. I'm pretty sure they was just like hiking that one for the warm up or some shit. Yeah, like well, no, that shit was literally off like some mountains. Like you gotta understand when we started driving to it, like even driving to it, like I'm talking about the road started getting like steep like this. Like when you coming down that whole speed limit like 40, so you got to be on your brakes pretty much the whole time because that bitch, that bitch will have you going 80 if you just let the car roll type of incline.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like this incline is steep as fuck. Like going up that bitch. Like let's say if you got a weak transmission car, then you suspect on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cause that bitch that be the day that hoe give out.
Right. Done dizzle. That's the ones where you see them when they stall out and they be
Right.
and they're stuck up on that bitch. And it's
Right,
like,
that's what I'm
oop.
saying.
And then you either gotta kind of back it down, hopefully. If not, then you're pretty much fucked.
Like
for the moment.
that bit was the type of incline where like we was stopping on the way and get like pictures of the views where it's like, oh, you like right here right now. Like
They had like little stopping points you could pull into and
take
different elevation. And
Right.
fucking, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like this shit was up there. Like in terms of elevation, it was a mountain. Like I said, it wasn't maybe the biggest mountain in the world, and nothing by no standards, but a mountain is a mountain. Like we was up and down the mountain hiking.
Yeah.
And that's a different type of walking than just walking down Vegas streets. All paved and nice, and you got sparklers and all this shit to look at, and you just walking in the forest, and it's like, what was that?
Yeah. It's a whole nother workout. It's a full body boy.
Y'all ain't hear nothing? Alright. Nah, y'all don't hear that. Y'all for real? Y'all don't hear that? Nah, that shit was different. But yeah, no, this shit is a different breed. So yeah, like I say, fuck Tokyo. Fuck them for all of the Olympic shit, cause Sha'Carri Richardson, she got banned, but she wasn't the only one. It was another like group of women, and they got banned for like some dumbass shit. Like, but it's only black.
the
people.
testosterone shit. Is that the same women?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I heard like 2 women got banned for like having like natural testosterone levels like that's too high.
Really?
Yeah. And I think I heard that before, and like I think they was like wrestlers or some shit like that.
I mean, that shit gonna make a difference. I'm just being real.
Strength wise.
Yeah, that shit gonna make a difference. Muscle mass, all of it. That's what testosterone come from. I mean, that's what testosterone do. The production of more gonna make you more like that. The evidence of less is gonna make you less like that. You know? So, yeah. I mean, that I can understand from a testosterone level, even though it's your natural testosterone levels, it's like, alright, but your testosterone levels is out of the range for the average woman on average from a historical standpoint. So, if your shit is registering, I don't know how they measure this shit, but let's just say you got 10% higher testosterone level than or 20% higher than the average woman or any woman that's ever been in the Olympics. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with it like all the way, because at the same time it is natural, but I understand at least why that's a concern. You ban somebody for weed, you just was looking for anything that you could to get rid of many black people. Like, I'm pretty sure they would be just as happy to have a non-black person participating in Olympics. Which would be fine with me, because I was glad to talk about this subject, because my whole thing is, I'm trying to ask why these motherfuckers don't go and start their own Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson, people like that, they better than all them other people anyway. So it's not like you gonna be able to it's not like the Negro leagues, right? Remember the Negro leagues where it's like they better than the baseball league, right, but you know they ain't gonna get as much publicity. Anybody gonna write about them? No, we in. You see what I'm saying? We in 2021 where you get you get a few sponsors. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get the gramming and posting and Facebooking and boom. You got the big three. Ice Cube. You see what I'm saying? Like we in
that
we
nigga
in
be
that
at NBA arenas.
Right. You see what I'm saying? We in that era where you can pretty much just make some shit if you want, like, you know what I mean? So we could call it the Afro and Latino, whatever the fuck you want to call it, black persons Olympics, whatever you want to call it, and you gotta be the black hue African descent. Cause I mean, if we being real, it ain't like nobody gonna beat us in no shit for real. Outside of Michael Phelps or some shit like that, we talk about swimming. Anything like track related where we talk about running, high jumping, shit like that, like the black people usually gonna take it. So
he smoked weed too, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did. But we need to go ahead and have our own Olympics and just go ahead and settle the diff and make our shit how we want to, because like if Sha'Carri Richardson record a 10:21 in the 100 at an African American event or at a motherfucking Olympics, it's the same motherfucking 10:21. As long as the equipment is right, you see what I'm saying, then it can't be disputed. Long as the track is the regulation size, long as, you see what I'm saying, like as long as all of these parameters are checked, that's the same fucking action. It doesn't matter if she did it at the Olympics or if she did it at a fucking playground.
Yeah.
A motherfucker that ran a 10:21 ran a 10:21. You see what I'm saying? So what's the big idea? Fuck them. But in fact, God, if I was her, just on some PR shit, I'd let them run that 100 meter, and then I'd run my own personal one, post that bitch on Instagram or something, and show me beating their time.
Yeah.
Like,
and then come back for the next Olympics 4 years later and beat her
that
own time. She'll hit with a 9.98.
well, see, it don't really work like that a lot of time with the Olympics, and that's what's so fucked up about it, because the Olympics only come around every 4 years.
Right.
So Sha'Carri Richardson, she like what, 21 right now, 22,
Yeah.
something like that.
She's still
And I ain't saying
prime,
seen in the
fucking
prime,
doing shit.
but 4 years from now she'll be like 25, 26. See the difference?
Right.
That's a lot of time for injury. That's a lot of time for wear and tear on your body.
Right, but
So, you see what I'm saying?
there's been a lot of people that have done it though.
No, I'm saying,
Allison Felix
like
still
this is.
doing
I
it.
think this is her first qualifier for the. She qualified for the Olympics, based on her performances.
Right.
And this girl is in college. It's not like she's like graduated and went pro. She's coming out of college to the Olympics based on her performances.
Yeah.
Like to the point where it's like, okay, she gotta be in the Olympics because who else? Who else is gonna be in the Olympics if she ain't in the Olympics? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how her Olympics. See what I'm saying? So this is her debut. She get banned for her debut. Like that shit. Like mentally, you gotta understand what all factors can go into because you gotta wait. Now you gotta wait another 4 years.
Right. But there's a lot of them that feed off that. That's where I think that she come back, you know what I'm saying, 4 years from now and beat the record that she did this time, that would be the story. That's where everybody be like, because then she could definitely back up everything.
Yeah,
that
but if
that'd be that perfect story.
That's a long
line,
time when you gotta
know?
realize that from that time. Like
No, I
there's
get that, but
there's
if you
little
look,
girls.
There's a lot of people.
There's
that
little
been in
girls that may be
multiple-
able to burn her ass.
multiple
That's
times.
that's only 13 or 14 right now. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
they ain't even old enough to be able to. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But in 4 years, they will be. You see what I'm saying? Like there's
there's
different
been-
people. So like when you saying like you just saying like okay yeah she's the fastest right now, but the same like prime example Usain Bolt. Nigga, you capping if you say you heard about nigga he hit the screen on everybody's screen about the same time in terms of awareness about this dude that's just ridiculously fast, like unbelievably fast. If you being real about the time, some of the times that he ran for the distances and shit like that, what he was clocking in terms of mileage. But in all of it, that shit happened like a thief in the night. They showed up to the Olympics and it's like, okay, boom, that's Usain Bolt. All right, bow. Oh, nigga, Tyson Gay about to burn his ass. Tyson was, you know, the other track stars that you know about because they famous in the U.S. Who the fuck? This nigga running. This nigga stopping halfway. Got his hands out. Beating his chest, looking at you. He that far away. These are professional athletes. He that far away. He went on your screen before that. He wasn't, you see what I'm saying? Like, so we talking about 4 years. 4 years before that, Tyson Gay, you see what I'm saying, was the man. Tyson Gay was, you see what I'm saying? 4 years is a lot of fucking time when you talk about your career.
Has there been other people that
Like,
have been able to
who
go
else was the man?
back-to-back Olympics that have medals
Usain
at the
Bolt.
same time? You know what I'm saying? In other sports? I know there is. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know that there's got to be multiple people or the same people that have been to multiple Olympics over and be able to retain.
Mostly basketball niggas.
Oh,
and like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I'm telling
So
you,
then that
the
would be
Olympics,
still
because
a
you got
time
windows
frame
of
that you
performances.
still have to continue to train. You still have to stay in that mind state, right? It's still
All right, bro, let me give you a prime example. Derrick Rose. And this ain't an Olympic story, but Derrick Rose was the MVP at 21.
It doesn't work for everybody.
What was he at
there's
25?
Some people that it works for. That's all I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? He was the MVP at 21. What was he at 25?
Okay, but
Barely in the NBA.
But, yeah, there's
Barely.
Always, there's always going to be the winners, and there's always going to have a situation
I'm just
where
saying that,
you,
but
it
that's
doesn't
what I'm
work out
saying.
the
That's
same
why
way.
that shit's so fucked up because, like the way you saying it, like you just saying it matter of factly, like 4 years from now. She
No.
gonna come in.
I said in a perfect story that's what she could come back and do something like that. If that was the perfect story, right? To be able to be like,
And I
okay,
was just
well, I'll
saying
just
that
shut
this
up
ain't
all the
no perfect
critics, and you're
story.
saying it's not possible, and I'm saying no, it is possible.
No, I ain't saying it wasn't
I'm not saying that
possible. I
she's
just
definitely
said
gonna do it,
it's
but I'm
not
just saying that
likely.
would be the storyline that everybody would be playing off.
I'm
of.
not saying it's
They'd be
not
like,
possible.
Oh, well, she was
I
banned
said
off her
it's-
debut, and then when she came back, she beat her own record. Oh shit!
I didn't say it wasn't possible. I said it's not likely
Okay, that's fine.
because it doesn't just. I was just saying
Okay,
for the
that's
people
fine.
that don't understand the dynamics of
That's
the
fine.
Olympics and what a ban from your race that you like. This could be the million. Like this could be a $50 million. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause like you run this race off the buzz you already got. You get the beat. You know what I mean? Then you boom. You gold medal. You gold medalist Sha'Carri Richardson. Now you on the cube on TNT for no fucking reason. You see what I'm saying? They got you on a Family Feud, and you see what I'm saying? You doing Conan. That's how you get the David Letterman interviews and right. You see what I'm saying? Now you're getting calls. Adidas, they want to sponsor you. They want to sponsor you for the next Olympics. So, boom.
She already with Nike, so
Right, I'm just saying Nike, they want to sponsor you. Nike might drop you.
they not. They already said like. What?
Well, I'm just saying they can. Usually they can with shit like that. You know, like that's like a breach of contract type of thing. Conduct, usually what they fall under. But like they could drop you. Like there's a lot of money and shit to be made, and lost with those type of decisions like that. Like you're changing this young girl's life. There's a bunch of Olympians that work at Dollar Tree. Unfortunately.
Right.
Matter of fact, anybody that
They
finished
just
probably
train.
That's
right,
what they
you
do.
know what I'm saying? Right. Anybody
That's what they do.
that probably finished less than 4, that's probably, and I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying that these people was like in they state or something. They was the fastest people. Hell, Danielle hold records for track. That motherfucker work at Verizon. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't 4 years is a whop
Right.
for you to have to wait 4 years. That's a very unfortunate circumstance. Like, especially when you talk about like having trained for this your whole fucking life until like 40. Man, that's 48 months. Man, ain't no telling what the fuck could happen. Let's say you could be in practice. You could be weightlifting. Hurt your foot. It changed how you run. Maybe not a lot. Just a couple tenths of a second. But you never as fast as, you see what I'm saying? And you might win. You might not. Like Derrick Rose, he a good player now. He didn't shook back. You know what I mean? He averaged, 19 points, something like that. But he used to be a god before them 4 years. And I'm saying them 4 years from, because his MVP season was the same year he got hurt. He hurt his knee. He blew his MCL or some shit like that. And the next 4 years of his life ain't no shit I'm pretty sure he will wish on nobody. From the NBA contracts getting dropped and like I say, the tryouts, and you gotta go. They trade you here, cut your contract, and leverage you. And your shoe contract drop, and yeah, like that. Ask him about them what 48 months do. Have a nigga crying when he scored 50, cause he never thought they was gonna even give him that type of playing time ever again. To the point he crying on national TV like he won a championship. All he did was just score 50. Because niggas wouldn't even play the nigga no more. And he used to be the MVP just 4 years ago. The best in the league. The most valuable player. And they wouldn't even put the nigga on the court. That's what 4 years will do to you. They wouldn't even put his ass on the court. They wouldn't even get in contracts.
And all I'm saying is, in the opposite of what you're saying, is it possible still, right? You can still achieve that goal, right? That's still plausible.
Oh yeah, Muhammad Ali did it.
So that's all I'm saying.
I ain't said it wasn't plausible. I said it's not. I ain't said it wasn't possible. I said it's not plausible. Not for the Olympics. When you talk about other stuff, the other stuff is easier, bro. The Olympics is literally people at their pinnacle meeting up to see who is at their pinnacle
And I'm
the
saying
best.
that there's
Like,
been other
You
people
don't always have to
that
be at your
been-
pinnacle in your other craft.
that have been in the Olympics multiple times. Yes.
Yeah.
For you to be in the Olympics
Like-
multiple times,
Like
you
Usain
have
Bolt.
to be able to maintain that Olympic status.
Yeah, but Usain
Right?
Bolt ran a 9.3
So all
or some
I'm
shit
saying,
like that.
all
He didn't
I'm
run that
saying
again.
is it's been
ran a
proven
9.5.
that there's been people that have gone to the Olympics. They've been able to maintain that 4 years to go 3-4 times, right? So that's what 3-4 times. You looking at what 12 years? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Just
no,
three?
no matter way you,
So
no matter which way you
there's
spin
people- there's
it,
people
nobody's
that
looking
still do
forward to
that.
a 4-year layover on their career.
But people have done it. People do.
I didn't
it.
say they couldn't do it.
I'm
I
just
said
saying.
nobody's looking forward to that. No matter which way. you
I'm
spin
just
it.
going with the positive aspect of it. I'm just saying, like, hey, this is
I mean,
how
this
I'm looking at it.
sounds
Like, this is
good.
possible. This is something that's very possible. This would be great in a grand
That's not
story,
very possible. Though.
inspiration,
That's why
stuff
I
like
keep.
that.
That's why I keep objecting because
You know
it's
what
not
I'm saying?
very possible. That's not how the Olympics work. In a normal setting, yes, it's very possible. It's very possible for you to come back in the NBA and be a good player because you just playing against players, and not everybody's going to be at their peak. You're going to have some good players. You're going to have some cold players. You're going to have some not so good players. You see what I'm saying? The Olympics ain't going to be nothing but the
Wasn't it like, I
best
think,
qualified
wasn't
by
it like Michael
times
Phelps before,
and
because he's
stuff.
been, I think, what, twice or 3 times?
Michael
And
Phelps.
before he won all those medals, didn't he lose a bunch
Mm.
in the previous Olympics before he won all the medals, before he went back?
Mhm.
So there you go.
And then he
4
went
years-
from
okay,
his-
so
no.
that's
So
4
at that
years,
point, he
that's
was
4 years of
losing.
somebody gaining, right?
Right, but no, that means that means
fueled
that he wasn't
themselves
at his
off those
prime.
losses, and
We don't
was
know
able
where
to
her prime
gain.
is my point.
Right, so
Her prime could be right now.
But all
You
I'm
saying you gonna wait 4 years after your prime to run your first race for the Olympics?
Well, she has
You
no
don't know that her
choice. She has
prime
no
isn't
choice,
right
though.
now.
That's all I'm saying. She has no choice.
Right, and that's what.
But if
that's
she's
just
really passionate about it and she really wants to set that tone, why
But
not?
she just
That's
may
all
not
I'm
be
saying.
in her prime,
You're just
bro.
making it seem like the other way is gonna be like this is how it's gonna be because this is how look at Derrick Rose. But you just said that the other sports are not the same as the Olympics, right?
Tiger Woods, you would have thought
Right.
would have been Tiger Woods. You would have thought would have won 60 Masters by now, but that ain't the way it went. You see what I'm saying? Like he was cold, and you would think over time, no. It's Roy McIlroy in them now. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not knocking what you're saying, bro. I'm just saying the more frequent thing that we see is the opposite of what you're saying. Them 4 years hurt like a bitch. Them
I'm not saying it didn't, but I'm
injury
saying those
layovers
things
fuck up niggas'
happen,
careers
and people
from being able
feed
to
off
win
those situations
titles
so
and,
that they can
and-
come
and-
back
and
and
medals.
be grand. That's all
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
saying. I
That's what
ain't
I'm
never
saying.
said they can't
I'm
persevere.
not saying they didn't.
I was just saying the more likely thing that happens,
Okay.
like a prime example in the NBA.
Okay, that's fine.
If you tell your if you tell your Achilles, the majority of the time, that's the end of your NBA career.
Okay, right. I get that.
There are a few players
understand
like Kobe, Durant, a few players that was able to recover from it and then be at the same level. But most of the time, your career as you knew it, if you even able to stay in the NBA, it's gonna be totally different. That shit is the difference between you being a star player and a nigga that ride the bench and hope that y'all win a championship so you get a ring. Like that's what 4 years can do for a nigga. Like that fast. Like I'm saying, like, and I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying right now that girl is ready. And y'all saying some shit from some time ago that she did that has no performance enhancing things to do with, and not even taking the circumstances of her legal status and stuff like that, as far as where she did it at. All of that you saying like none of that matters. That's just a whoopsie. That ain't cool. I ain't fucking with it.
That is some whole ass shit.
I'm not fucking with the Olympics. I'm not fucking with Tokyo for that. And that ain't nothing like on no Asian hate shit. I'm saying I'm not fucking with Tokyo for making the stance that they don't fuck with black people off the rip with the hey, ain't gonna be no Colin Kaepernick shit up in here. That's basically what they were saying. Y'all can keep all that Black Panther shit somewhere else. Because, they love to show that Black Panther photo. I mean, not that Black Panther photo, but that photo with them black dudes that's on the podium. Mm-hmm. And tell you that they stripped them boys and they medal the next day. Mm-hmm. Oh, they ain't never fuck with this shit. Like, you can promote whatever you want. God bless America, God bless Xing Xing China, whatever the fuck. You sing your anthem and all of that. All that's fine. Oh, your idea, that's fine. But I can't say, hey, I run in the Olympics and I think that my life matters. I can't say that. They get me banned. Worse than a weed offense. Thank God, in that regard, thank God all it is weed. I could have found like Black Lives Matter memorabilia in her locker or something. Know where she be at right now? Working at Starbucks. They told Car, you'll never be here again. You'll never see this gym. Don't play that shit. Don't play that shit. They don't fuck with them black people, boy. I want you niggas to run, shut your mouth and run. Make us these advertising dollars. Mm-hmm. We don't care about your opinions. None of that. They ain't ban All Lives Matter. They ain't ban Blue Lives Matter. They ain't just Black Lives Matter. Even though black people is the ones that dominate y'all arena. And everything from shot put to high jump, long jump, 3-meter jump, 4x4, 1x1, 2x2, 3x3s. Double in the Rooskies, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Above the wrist. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? It don't even be close a lot of times. When last time you seen a Yugoslavian woman challenging somebody in a sprint? Don't get me wrong, they be fast, but who they challenging? They ain't in contention. It's a fight between the black person from USA and the black person from Jamaica. Usually. That's why we historically dominate the Olympics, because black people running them. How many of the medals you think we would have if Tyler was the motherfucker that was representing? Same reason we running back, same reason we make the best wide receivers, same reason for all of it. You know what I mean? Like fuck out of here. Black lives, banning Black Lives Matter. That's some bullshit. So let me change the subject, man. I made shit made me hot. People said the wrong thing about Tokyo and get us banned on YouTube. That shit right there is unacceptable. Like, y'all, I mean, as if you couldn't go no farther, they started banning the black people at the motherfucking event.
Just like the ESPN niggas. Mm-hmm. Not trying to let niggas shine on the station, my nigga. Like,
well, apparently ESPN specifically.
It's like it's not ESPN specifically. It's just like
ESPN.
Yeah.
To be specific, and
Rachel Nichols.
Now, what I will say is specific to ESPN is the fact that it's funny how Paul Pierce got fired for going live with some women in bikinis doing the butterfly. On some weird ass shit. But all Rachel Nichols had to do was apologize for making clearly recorded racial derogatory remarks. Cause now, as an employee, what's Maria's last name? The girl
Thompson?
Maria Thompson, or whatever her last name is. She may feel like she's feeling disparate treatment in ESPN. Cause you can't decide how she feel about that. She gotta see what I'm saying? She gotta check her social media, see them talking about it. She reliving the event. You see what I'm saying? That could be traumatic. You know, just being real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so from a racial standpoint, you would think that anything a person would do that comes out being discriminatory in a race standpoint, oh, we got to disassociate ourselves with you immediately.
Yeah.
Just because you're not the only, like, Maria ain't not the only black person that work in ESPN. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's camera people. There's people that make schedules. There's people that do itinerary and answer phones, and they're black. How do they feel about her walking around? You see what I'm saying? Still, after you see what I'm saying? Like after what she said, like how do they feel? What about them? Like we talking about Maria. Like you know how many black people work at ESPN or employed by ESPN rather? Because sometimes you don't see them, but like I say, you got
Damn,
the
every
check.
show, shit.
Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying like yeah,
Them
sometimes you
niggas
don't
be
see-
talking about golf and everything.
Yeah.
They always make sure
I'm saying
they got a black
no,
person
that's
in
what
it.
I was saying. Sometimes you don't see them because they on other networks, ESPN4 or some shit. You know what I mean? And it's he covering D3 college basketball games. You know what I mean? Like and you work your way up. But so Rachel Nichols just walking around. The fuck?
You ain't gonna take my spot in the finals.
What the fuck? What you mean? What you mean? Like, you ain't got nothing to say? I mean, you say you apologize, like, boom. From ESPN, I'm saying y'all ain't got nothing to say about it. Y'all don't feel no way.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't.
I understand what y'all trying to do, but y'all ain't gonna do it on my behalf. Like, that's some crazy shit to say, bro. I understand what y'all trying to do, but y'all ain't gonna do it. Blocking what I'm trying to do.
What she say?
Like, pretty much, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that y'all trying to show black people on the network, but y'all not gonna remove me from doing something to have her do it. That was pretty much the...
Oh, I thought you was talking about what Maria said. But I think she took the high road. She didn't really say nothing. But no, I heard what Rachel Nichols said. All I know is from a employee standpoint. Now we in a team meeting. I'm me. This racist bitch is right here. And I ain't saying it. Let me clear that up though. Cause let me be real. You know, this is all shit that we say. So what Rachel Nichols should be mad at is the fact that she was around somebody that obviously wasn't her friend when she was saying this shit and get recorded. You know what I mean? Cause we all say little slick shit. If we being real, you know. I mean, that wasn't the shocking part that she said that. Cause I mean, if I'm being real, fuck that bitch. You're not taking me off the finals to promote her. Cause I don't think she was saying it from a racist standpoint. I think she was just. I think it's just. You know what I'm saying? I think she was saying it from a, and that's some real shit that she was saying. Cause the same way, whatever I do, y'all not finna take me off of being a manager of this project because y'all want to show little Timmy here. Y'all want to show y'all got college diversity within the groups or within the department. So you want to hire some people straight out of college in the management, and he gonna take my role. Eat a dick. Fuck y'all PWI policy or whatever you trying to. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't gonna want to wish nobody well to take their spot. And I feel like she was in a bad spot from that regard. But it's still fuck her because that's a black woman, and fuck how you feel about it as far as officiating go. And you talking about her being a black woman, like, I mean, I get you want to protect your spot, but newsflash, baby, the NBA is mainly black people.
Mm-hmm.
So a black woman reporting on it really make more sense than a white woman reporting on it. If we being real, if we keeping it a bean and being real. Not a pill. But yeah, no. If you know what I'm saying, if we keeping it a bean, that's how you know what I mean. Like I said, I understand her position, and I don't think she was being racist. My stance is more so just eat a dick, bitch. I'm sorry, tough nuts. Like your people made it this way to where now you got to get sacrificed so that they can show, or as a network, that they got inclusion. If they had just did that shit instead of that, then maybe your position would have still existed, and you could be doing this, and they wouldn't have to be showing the inclusion.
Yeah, they had plenty of chances with Jamel Hill and Mike Smith and all the other black people that left.
You see what I'm saying? So they wouldn't have to be showing that they actually support. You know what I mean? Then it wouldn't be a thing. So you still gonna be at fault with me. There ain't no way out of it. Like, I understand all your positions, respectfully. And here's why I don't give a fuck. Respectfully. It's the stance that I'm taking. I understand I get it. I really do. I don't think she being racist. I'm not calling her racist. I'm saying fuck you.
Yeah.
Pay us like you owe us for what they did to the Cold Crush. Money talk, so talk more bucks. You know, Ace to the Izzo. You know, you feel me? Like, no, nigga, what up? Like, yeah, I don't care. And if I was Maria, I wouldn't care. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm affirmative action. I'm gonna affirmative action my ass right into this motherfucking finals camera. Right, bitch. Right, bitch. Yep. How it make you feel? Oh, you salty? Let me wipe your tears. Here's $100. Let me wipe your tears with this $100 bill. From all this finals money I'm about to be getting, bitch. Give a fuck about what you saying. I wouldn't give two shits. Respectfully, I mean, that's her position. I get it, you know. But like I say, if it wasn't made this way by your predecessors, then you wouldn't have to suffer the consequences. Like I say, reap what you sow. Yeah, that's why white people be feeling how they be feeling. Go. Because then, oh yeah, I got to sacrifice my job. All right, cool. Who cares? Niggas literally was slaves, yo. They were slaves. For no reason. It wasn't like niggas tried to invade or nothing. They just started a business of importing black people as a motherfucking working source of labor. Rather than till they sell for tractors, it's like, okay, why don't we just get a bunch of niggas and put them in the field and make them do it. So yeah, you owe us a finals appearance, bitch. It is what it is. I'm sorry to say. Have a good day. Yeah, you owe us a finals. You owe us Maria. Not at your expense. At who expense then, bitch? Because that's what motherfuckers be killing me with. At who expense?
Yeah.
Because that's what every white person say. It wasn't me. I don't relate like that. You in front of all these reporting on black people, but not at my expense. That's why I always tell black people we ain't gonna have to do it a different way. Because ain't no, like, again, I mean, as everybody done heard, there ain't no oppressor in the world that's finna give up their oppression because the oppressed asked for it. Because even in not being the direct oppressor, you benefit from it. And that was a prime example on display where you could see it. It's no different than the unqualified ass white dude boss you got that's the VP or something of your company, where it's like you got this black dude that do all, you see what I'm saying, or this Latino dude, but from a nepotism standpoint, white people gonna be the ones. Even when you talk about like that, the workforce can be all black, but the white people gonna be the primary owners, NBA, coaches, staff makers, general managers, commissioners. What you know a black commissioner we had? Right. Talk about the NBA, we talk about diversity and all of that, but they ain't never had no damn black commissioner. Even though literally almost all of the players in the Hall of Fame are black. When it comes to the NBA, if we was to do a pie chart, it'd be a sliver of like white, it'd be a sliver of like, you know, Ukrainian, it'd be like no, that'd be less than a sliver. It'd be like a sliver of German, like a slight sliver of like Latino. Yeah. What? I'm going about like Fidel Nahura was like the only Spanish player in the NBA at one point. What are you talking about? I'm not making this shit up. But my memory is vast on certain subjects.
I don't think he gonna be in the Hall of Fame though.
No, he not. I'm just saying he was the only player in the NBA that was of Hispanic descent at one point. These are facts. Most of the people in the NBA are from America. You get a few Germans. Like, this is right now. You get like one or two white boys. If they cold, they get some playing time. If not, then they just ride the bench for a couple of years. Then they go be an assistant coach. I.e. Luke Walton. Wait, I got receipts now. Come on.
I mean, he a head coach.
Right. Yeah, but he started off, boom, right in there. When you got niggas like Chauncey Billups that don't even get an offer, and this nigga won championships. Like, what a minute.
He a coach now.
He just got it. And they was talking about his rape allegations or some shit before he got it, saying he might not get it. Even though he got cleared, he never had. In reality, it wasn't a rape allegation because it was cleared. So it doesn't even, you see what I'm saying? Technically, it don't count. It's not. It wasn't. He wasn't involved. It wasn't even what was supposed to have happened. It was just a rumor that got spurred up.
From what I seen, it was because he had did a settlement, so niggas was mad about that shit. Cause you know when you do the settlement, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they never. That's what I'm saying. They never said he was involved or anything like that. Like from the standpoint of the charges, he never got criminally charged or anything like that. But a lot of that shit be money grabs or whatever. Point being, Luke Walton didn't get no background check when he became a head coach. Matter of fact, what has Luke Walton ever done in a game that gives you that he's qualified to be a head coach? In what game was it that you was like, oh, Luke Walton definitely know the game of basketball?
Shit, game.
Right.
I mean, his dad was Bill Walton.
His daddy was Bill Walton. That's all it is. And we all know it. His daddy was Bill Walton, who was a commentator for the NBA from time to time. He retired now, I think. And that basically A-line trained him to the NBA and subsequently into head coaching positions and so forth and so on. Nepotism. That's my point. But the reality being that the driving force, the money makers, all of it, they black. Thing I don't get is we make a lot of money now. Niggas just distribute that shit horribly. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I wanted to change the subject. I did want to touch on it because this week I had a very interesting Twitter. So, I'm on this space for Twitter called Freaky Friday, and they got these like sex workers up there. You know what I mean? They got me up there, of course, cause you know, and they got like a few, like ex strippers and a nurse, and the subject was basically what the BDSM world is into, what constitutes BDSM, stuff like that. And it essentially came down to a debate about what men are comfortable with, they're into, and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be a good subject for men to talk about. With that being said, are you guys familiar with BDSM and all of that?
Is that with bondage and tying up and stuff?
I mean, from what I've gathered, yeah.
Okay.
I'm supposed to take this BDSM test. They're supposed to like give you a graph. That bitch was long as a motherfucker though, so I was like, God damn. This is a real test.
To let you know like what level you're on or something?
Yeah, no, like
I was just to say, why don't you just buy some shit and find out?
Try that.
Well, so that's a lesson in itself, because a lot of the people last night was explaining why you don't do that, which is because you may not understand the levels of trauma and stuff that can be inflicted and stuff with certain things. And they was talking about shit.
Talk about it
But
first.
no, bro, they was talking about shit like CNC.
What's that?
Consensual, non-consensual.
Or
Yeah.
kind of like drinking at the bar, or when you go to like a bar or a club.
No.
No, you know how like you go to like a bar or club and like if you like a certain type of dude and you like buying drinks for like chicks and shit, like
Right.
they down to kick it with you and shit. You buying them drinks and you getting
Right.
fucked up, but it's you trying to get consensual sex from somebody that you just got.
That's not what it is at
I
all.
was gonna say like in a like a rape fashion.
Absolutely.
Because
So,
not,
yeah. So
Because
consensual,
it's like-
that's not
non-consensual.
rapey though. Like,
No, consensual, non-consensual
it'd be
is
like somebody breaking in.
right, or
and
something
fucking-
like that. Like, so it was a dude on there, and they was some dudes on there that did it or was involved at one point on one of the joints that I was on, and he was talking about how he participated in one, and then after that, he was depressed for like months because of the ordeal, because
the role play thing.
yeah,
like,
well, no, because it's not really like it's role play, but it's like the ultimate role play. Because again, it's like it's consensual, non-consensual. So she's gonna be acting as if she.
it's like one of them things where you sign up for like this person to get kidnapped or whatever.
Yeah,
and-
You see what I'm saying? Like on some shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
You
you're gonna
make
have to really rape her. Right. See how your face just got? Like, yeah. She gonna be like, no, fighting you off, all of it. Like, she's supposed to be acting her part, and you're supposed to be acting your part, which is raping her.
No,
Right.
I don't get down like that.
Listen, I ain't king shaming though. Listen, because I had learned you can't king shame.
To each his own, you know.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So we
just
not
my
king
cup of
shaming
tea.
at all, but you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean? For somebody that's not, you know what I mean? That's just a reaction to somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, understanding what it is for real for the first time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that right there, like, so my homegirl, Chanel, she's not into that. And she's a very cool chick, you know what I'm saying? She's a dominatrix. And she, you know, as she say, full service sex worker. And so, when it come down to like, the BDSM shit though, they was talking about like how there's books and shit people need to read. There's a lot of stuff that people should know, what they don't know, and what people could do or should do, like different websites if you're into it, stuff like that. But they was talking about how, like I said, the main thing is people don't actually get educated in what they're the type of, because like in theory you need to define your role first, right, to even be into it. Like if you say you was into it, now me, I had to establish the line of like, no, I feel like a nigga can be what I consider a casual BDSM. That's what the test results look like. So it'll be like shit like that.
That hoe look like the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings menu.
What?
Damn.
With the hot levels, it's like green and then it goes.
Right. But it tell you like, so like this, like if you like being degraded, brat tamer, brat, dominance, degrader, switch, rope bunny. It's like a whole bunch of different questions that line up this fucking thing. Like it's a BDSM test. I'm gonna have to figure out that link so we can let people know if they want to check it out. But it was an interesting thing because they was talking about pigging and how people need to stop stigmatizing interactions with women as being associated with something that's being gay. And I was explaining to them that a lot of the times that a dude is not comfortable with a lot of the stuff like that is because women aren't, the women that they dealing with aren't as trustworthy as they would need them to be in the first place. Like a lot of chicks be trying to do certain shit, like they was upset because they like to eat niggas' asses, and
Niggas be like, no.
yeah, and they would be like, why niggas so like niggas be acting freaky, but then they not like really freaky like that. And I'm like, shit, it's cause shit, nigga not finna let you right. You know what I'm saying? If we just like jumping off and it's like, okay, you trying to get freaky, so you gonna eat my ass, and it's like, okay, boom. But then if that's not really your reputation, you see what I'm saying? Like, cause that's a different thing for your persona. Like a nigga like getting his ass ate, you know what I'm saying? That's a certain persona, right? That's what you got in your head. What was interesting about that scenario though was that there was a bunch of different type of dudes and a lot of different type of like sexual preferences and shit like that. One nigga said he liked teeth when he getting head.
I like just a little nibble.
I seen it in a porn before where the nigga said that shit, and I was
just
like,
a little
I
bit,
don't know.
nothing too crazy. Just a little. Hey, I mean, just saying.
I don't know about.
Why?
I mean, maybe if you do it right, you might be able to.
Why? Why?
It depends on the amount of pressure or something.
Why?
You know, maybe it's, yeah.
You like being a cheese? You like cheese graters?
No, I said
No, it might be like a slight little.
I said slightly soft. No, fuck no, fuck
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
fuck no. Fucking.
What we
just
talking,
slightly-
man?
Just slightly.
Y'all talking like, what you mean? What we talking about? What you
Oh
mean?
no, I ain't never really.
Oh, it's fucking. Yeah, I ain't feeling.
No.
I have to test it out.
You know what I'm saying? Just slightly,
See how I
nothing
feel.
crazy. You know what
Might
I'm
make a
saying?
request like.
Lay it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just a, it's like, oh, okay. And I don't even mean like constantly like, nah, just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in between, you know what I'm saying?
Every now and then.
Right. I'm not saying like, no, fuck no.
It'd be a part of the pattern or something.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. It's within the playbook. You know what I'm saying? It's thrown in there with the mix of things that.
The audible.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm expecting that this is gonna come next. Oh shit, you done threw this in there, kind of threw me off a little bit. Oh shit, god damn it. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Teeth game.
You know. But that's not like a requirement though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Just
tell you
every
what,
now and
ladies.
then, you know what I'm saying?
The
Nothing crazy.
the niggas that I know besides these
I ain't never had it.
besides this barbarian over here, I did not want no teeth and all that dick. This nigga here is from the arc age or something. My nigga said he want the teeth with it. Absolutely not. That is what? That is a crazy concept. But no, I'm not shaming it. I'm saying, I'm saying not for me, and I don't think for the people that's like me, they gonna be fucking with the. I don't think they gonna be fucking with the with the teeth. And, you know what I mean? I don't feel like.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like that's on the list. You know what I mean? That's a very much avoidable process right there for me. Now, I ain't saying that it wouldn't happen, but I'm not looking for her to ever teeth my dick. Why would I do that?
Each his own, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like my penis. Why would I do that?
I mean, she not biting.
I don't.
Not at all.
I don't want that.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Might
I
give
don't need it.
Might make a request to give it a go to see.
Oh no! I don't want to see about the bite game. I don't want to see what her nibble game is like. I don't even.
Nobody biting nothing.
But no, that's my point though. It's like, it was a good conversation because it was just like opening up the eyes of the people about different, like
Fetishes and
yeah type of shit.
things that people are into.
Yeah, Now, would you ever let a woman peg you?
Nah,
Why not?
not into that. Like, it's not going down.
What about you?
No, sir.
I thought about it. I thought no.
That was afterwards.
He seen what she came out with. He was like, "Oh look."
Oh, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
I was like, what would that even look like? And that's exactly what I thought. Motherfucker gonna come out that bed with something bigger than that motherfucking ball over there. Like, yeah, let's do this. Where my gun at?
Too late.
Oh no! Nigga ain't gonna walk right for 2 weeks. Boy, you out your mind. I can't do it. Not at this age. I gotta get older. Before I get that freaky. That's like 45-year-old freaky right there.
There's time limits.
Yeah. I feel like I'm too young to be that freaky. Like that's like I said, that's when you got the house.
So you hit the 40, the prostate. So you already exploring back then.
You feel me? So once you start checking your prostate on a regular and shit, you know what I'm saying? All right, maybe, I don't know. I don't care. Listen, I'm a real one,
I'm not judging. I'm just saying I don't feel you on that one.
I don't know. I'm saying, I said,
you feel me? I was like, nah.
I don't know. But, I'm saying, I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm 45.
Right.
So, I'm just saying from a right now standpoint.
You might be the guy coming out the bathroom in the glory hole.
Hell
At the
no.
diner.
I would never, ever do nothing
You
like
never
that.
know. 4 years is a long time.
What happened in them 4 years? I don't understand. I'm confused.
A lot changed, man.
Yeah.
What happened in 4 years to me though? I didn't get banned from the Olympics. I'm not.
You the Olympic glory hauler.
Some niggas don't love their life, and that's what I be noticing.
Shit.
Some niggas really don't love their life. Now, like I get the concept. Like I guess it's hot in theory, but the actual acting of it, like even if you say you was going like boom, all right, you sticking your dick in a glory hole where other dicks have been stuck already. First off,
And no telling what's on the
and then you don't know what's on the other side.
Nah, man.
In terms of
Anything.
could be a bear on the other side.
Oh, man.
Stick your dick through there, come back with a shredded penis. I was just, being specific. I could have made a joke, but no. Just a shredded penis.
Fucked up.
Done.
No, thank you.
Immediately. Bear pawed.
A nigga bust a nut and pull out the hole and then leave like a little drip, and you done put your shit in there and it touched like the bottom of it.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That would never, ever, 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 unless we're talking about a glory hole that I set up in my house with somebody I know is on the other side. We just act like we don't.
Yeah.
The official one. Sponsored by
Rick Cole.
Gas station. Nigga in the
I'm like,
bathroom.
right. Right, I'm gonna have the John. I'm gonna put a partition up, cut the hole in it. It's like do
Whole
it
bunch of
yourself.
writing on the, like a randoms, like board.
Right. Just gonna be
people
spray
come
paint
over
dumb
and
shit.
find it.
Just start putting stars and writing names and different fonts and shit. Just to make it authentic.
At this
You know.
number and-
Make it authentic, Want it to feel real, But yeah, what are you talking? Man, I would, man, if I ever felt like that, I swear I'm killing myself. Man, if you understand the disdain I have for like public restrooms, you would have never suggested me for sticking my penis through a random hole in a wall somebody cut. I would not. I don't even like peeing in public. It's too much. Niggas be nasty than them bitch with it. Like I'm saying, niggas be coming there. I be looking like, bro, you ain't even pee in the toilet, bro. You just piss.
Club bathrooms is the worst.
Woo. Woo.
Ain't nothing walking up to a urinal and there's like a fucking puddle of like what the fuck, and it's just like, oh my god, like I'm ready about to lose my fucking mind. Like,
Then especially if it's like the only bathroom.
yeah,
Now we gotta leave. I'm out of here.
especially if it's like a single one, like it's
Like,
like,
God,
oh
bro,
my
now
god,
we gotta go, bro.
yeah, I'll just hold it.
Right.
I'll wait till I get to the next location, cause
Right.
man,
Now we gotta go, bro.
Like niggas don't be giving a fuck, bro.
Niggas don't be giving a fuck.
Did you start peeing before you got up to this
Right.
motherfucker?
right.
Right. Exactly.
The way it's shaped, you can't fail.
Right, bro. Right, bro. It's literally a strap and a hole, bro. But no, yeah, these niggas be out here just so nah, I would never do a. But I mean, in I guess BDSM culture, that is something that's possible, like to have a glory hole type of setup, because they got dungeons and shit, and meet and greets with like people that's in the life, as they said it. Where they're specific in their kinks. You know what I mean? Where it might be something where a person is like a dom that does like only cup type of play.
Only do what?
Cup.
What's that?
Where they're like into fucking niggas' wives
Yeah.
for money.
A dude don't like watch his wife get smashed by like somebody.
Yeah, well,
else.
the other dude is the cup, but you gotta realize the person on the other side, he might be in there too. You know what I mean? He might have elements of BDSM within that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the watch. That's the voyeur. You know what I mean? When you being watched. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. That scale, it tell you all of the ones, because you getting watched by the dude. So you gotta be into that. Then you fucking a nigga wife, and you see what I'm saying? Just get paid for it, and all of this. You gotta act it out, and And you gotta realize the level that you're willing to go to it with. It was a very interesting event when you talk about the type of people, cause it was dudes in there that was like openly speaking on getting pegged and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's niggas that's into it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It was one nigga. He was in the what was he into? He's in a paddle play. He likes getting spanked. Look, that's his thing. I don't think I would be that comfortable with that one. Just cause I can't see no way you hit me with a wood board. It's gonna make my dick hard. That's the way to say it, right?
That's not the one that's gonna get me there.
I mean,
We know if it's to take it to the next level with this one.
Into that might like, I ain't even know. I just can't picture no way, no arm, no hand, no nothing. When you take a wooden paddle and you hit me with that bitch, and then I'm like, oh yeah. That's
Oh yeah. Here we go.
That's what I need.
That's kickstart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I needed right there. Yeah, let's get it in. Hell no. Not with the paddle. And again, can't shame it. I'm just saying that, you know, as freaky as a nigga thought he might have been, nigga was the humblest of humble. Cause these niggas, that's what I'm saying. These niggas is respect to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what I was telling people in the space. You know what I'm saying? Like, what people be messing up is they be into certain stuff. And it may be BDSM, it may be something else or something like that, but they don't be wanting to tell their partners about it. They want to tell, you know what I mean, other people about it, but you know what I mean, then it's like, okay, boom. And that's where a lot of cheating comes from, is not being open with your partner, you know what I mean? I take that one. I say that one was valid. I wanted a shot anyway. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, the whole point of it being, if you into it, you gonna be into it. Cause there was a chick in there. She was talking about she liked to suck dick for like 8 hours. No, she said she liked to fuck for like 8 hours. She was like, shit, she can suck dick for like 2 hours and be coming the whole time, like just. She was like, her sex drive is like ridiculous. Like, she was like, she can fuck for like. She was like, she done fuck for like 4 or 5 hours straight before, and she feel like she can go for 8. And I was like, I got tired just listening to the conversation. Boy, what? 8 hours, bro. That's a work shift.
Sometimes you gotta put in work, bro.
Nigga, I'm not fucking nobody for 8 hours. Consecutive 8 hours?
You gotta throw some breaks in there.
Yeah,
You gotta take a
You gotta
human
pee.
break.
You know what I'm saying? You might get hungry. You not just
You need to freshen up just a little bit.
Smoke
you know what I'm
break.
saying?
After the third, I'm hurting. It hurt. This ain't fun no more. Every erection is pain. This is no longer fun. If I did not have the most dramatic puppy, How did I get such a dramatic puppy? You would think he is trapped in Narnia that he hasn't eaten or something. This is in a crate. And I took him out and walked him again. Just for the record, people.
24 steps.
That's what the pause break was for. But yeah, no. That shit was it got real interesting. It got kind of fucked up though. It was a dude. He was in there and he was disabled. And then he was talking about how he wants to get into BDSM, and it was this weird dude, man. And I mean, I ain't gonna say his name. I know his name, but you know, and so he talking, and he already, like, you ever seen one of them niggas like, okay, we're in a space, and you know, and we not talking to each other, but we talking about sex as a group, you know what I mean? And we got so many panelists, you see what I'm saying? And then we got a few people that can come up and they can say questions or what they think about what they saying or something like that. And it was like, this one dude was up there and he was like, you know, trying to be funny, but you ever seen one of them niggas that be scaring all the bitches?
They don't know where that line is.
Yeah, bro. So they funny.
Like creepy.
Yeah, they funny. Well, not even just creepy, but they funny just ain't funny. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's like, oh.
They time and be like way off.
Time and be off. Joke don't connect. It don't make sense. They gotta explain everything. Huh? What that mean? Oh, I was saying because you like toast, that you must be a hot mama. What, bruh? Bro, shut the fuck up, bruh. That's what you saying. Like, you know what I mean? Get to that point where it's like, bruh. So the dude, disabled dude is talking. I think he had something wrong with his lungs or something like that. But the dude just kept talking about him being in a wheelchair. On some weird fucked up shit where it's like, bruh, why you thinking this nigga in a wheelchair? And the dude, like, I'm not in a wheelchair. Like, no, I never said I was in a wheelchair. I said I was disabled. You just said I was in a wheelchair because I'm disabled. Like, why the fuck? And I'm like, dude, why the fuck would he even be talking about BDSM if he can't use his legs and shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, think about that, bro. Like, but the nigga like, oh, nigga, I don't understand. Like, and it's like, bro, I was like, bro, I would have slapped you if we was like in person, like, cause one, like you, like that's on, like,
Yeah,
I
that
looked
is
at,
a slap.
you see what I'm saying? Like, you on some bully shit on a disabled nigga, cause like he said, first time he said, he was like, you in a wheelchair, right? And he was like, no. And it was like, whoa, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, my bad, boom. But then as the conversation went on, he kept saying it. So after a while, it's like, bro, is something wrong with you, bro?
You sure you're not in the wheelchair?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, like
one of them niggas, like,
yeah, bro, like, right? You said you
he
you
not
said
even
you,
speaking and somebody
Yeah,
else
bro.
talking. Hey, bro, like,
Yeah, he just
back to
talking.
what we were saying earlier. Like, you sure you not?
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck? It was just weird as fuck. And then the dude got upset because, like, you know, he disabled and now he upset because it's like, y'all making fun of me again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, on some bully shit, I would have slapped the hell out of you. Like, who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like an asshole to a disabled person off the rip in most cases. But in this scenario, who you not even supposed to be up here type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you just a weirdo. Like, you weird, bro. Like, you like matter of fact, him being up there made the shit end. Like, it was one of them type of situations where it just started getting those awkward pauses. It'd be quiet for like a minute. Where it was like, well, I'm gonna go do something else. Y'all have a good like, you know what I mean? Like, and then this nigga tweeted about me for 3 hours because I chastised him. And I was saying, that's, you lucky that's all I can do for you. Because the little dude, and he thinking like a young little dude too, like probably like 21, he inboxed me. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me how his feelings was hurt. You see what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He's telling me how, you know, it's like, and I'm like, bro, it ain't, you know what I mean, like that. But then I go to another space before I go lay down at work in the morning. and the dude in there. So I go into space and I just basically just tell him, you know what I mean, like, bro, you a whole hoe out here for that. Like that's some blow. Cause like I said, it's different. Like that's like a nigga calling you gay. Like it'd be like, Dubz, you gay, right? Nah, I'm not gay at all. What you mean I'm gay? Like, first off, you gotta caught me out guard. Like, what the fuck you mean? And then as the conversation go on, it be like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude right here, like he like men. Bro, I already told you I'm not gay, bro. What are you doing? Like, what's going on, bro? Are you being funny? You think you being funny? Like, I'm not in a wheelchair, dog. But that was the thing. It's like, bro, you trying to be funny with a wheelchair? Like, it's women in here, bro. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? You think that's gonna get you the bitches?
Nope. Far from it.
You making fun of people in wheelchairs. It's very few times that a comedian can make wheelchair comedy funny. But I guarantee you, when they do, it ain't never got nothing to do with the fact that the person's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Ain't it Disability Appreciation Month or
Right.
something like that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, you a whole dickhead, bro.
Timing is off.
You a whole dickhead. Like, you a whole dickhead. He tweeting talking about some nigga need to meet me out Martin Luther King. I'm like, nigga, where you live at? What's Martin Luther King? I promise I will push your whole fucking cap back blue. Cause that shit just like, bro, what you doing? And then he talking about this nigga in a wheelchair. Like, he started tweeting about it. Like, really going on a rant, bro. Like, he was dead ass, bro. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is weird, bro. I ain't never had this shit happen to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that was, I guess, that's what come with, you know, trying to promote and being more in social media and shit like that. Like, people like that, where it's like, nigga, yeah, bro. Like, this started like, but he reading everything up, and then so I look, you know what I'm saying? He's in the space. So I put him up, I talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? They kick him out of space out of respect for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, this ain't even. And I'm telling them what happened. Like, oh, bro, that's what happened? Like, oh, yeah, bro, you. And much love to them, you know what I mean? They like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, that ain't it. The little dude in the space, too. He done came in the space. The little dude, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that in no, like, negative way or nothing like that. I'm saying, like, he disabled, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, of course you going to handle with care, just out of reaction, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, he's just a regular dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just got his, you know what I mean, disability. He's not disabled how niggas think of disabled.
Yeah.
And that was his whole issue, where it's like, I got a disability where, like, you know what I'm saying, something fucked up with my lung or whatever, I forgot what he said, you know what I'm saying? But, because that don't really be making no never mind to me. I treat disabled people the same way. Like, if you got a cognitive level and we could talk, then I'm finna talk to you about regular shit. Like, I don't care about, you know what I mean? Like, unless it's serious and we gotta, like, hey, I went to the doctor and, you know what I mean, or something. I don't care about what you got going on. You can have two cock eyes. I'm really not gonna make fun of it. I make fun of something else. I never make fun of you being cockeyed. You know what I mean? Like, if you was really cockeyed, I wouldn't go that route. I'll call you cockeyed if you wasn't cockeyed, just to mess with your ego or something. Like, you cockeyed motherfucker, and you ain't never been heard that. So you like, wait a minute, what picture is he looking at? What? Wait, what picture is he looking at? But if you really cockeyed, I'm gonna say something else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna really talk about your eyes, because that's like, I feel like that's too obvious. No, not obvious. Obvious. But no, I'm not making fun of people that's cockeyed. But that's what I'm saying, like, no, I really wouldn't though. Cause I feel like that's too below. Like, that's like talk about a short nigga being short. Or a fat woman being fat. That ain't. Oh, you fat. No shit. That's what a real fat bitch gonna tell you. That's what that shit mean, nigga. All right. Yeah, nigga. I was fat yesterday too. And what? I probably gonna be fat tomorrow. What was your point? What the fuck? Try insulting a fat woman with you fat. See where that gets you. Guarantee when she get done talking about your dick, you ain't gonna never wish you done that again. You never wish you done that again. Fat ain't no insult to no fat woman. She know she fat. She been fat. Probably been fat. That's why all the fat women be funny. They been picked that up. You can't insult nobody like that, you know. And then so like that shit wasn't funny anyway. Like you being like you making fun of a nigga that's disabled, or you really making fun of niggas in wheelchairs. What the fuck you got going on? You talking about your girl upstairs? You got a bitch? Somebody like you? I was flabbergasted. I was shook. No, I swear to God. Look, I'll show you, bro. We was in the group chat talking about it, bro. But I'm telling you, I'm not the only person felt that way. That nigga was weird. And my girl, Fallon, she had him up there. So it wasn't like I could do anything about it, you know. But she was just trying to be fair. Like, she's the type of person where even if you an asshole and you a complete dick, she gonna give you your chance to say something. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't agree with anything that you saying, but it's a space, so I'm gonna let you say it. You know what I mean? Start it. That's the dude name right there. You can start right there and see I ain't capping. It wasn't just me. This dude was an awkward ass, weird ass dude that really type of nigga that make you want to fight him by the end of the day. Like you meet him, you can meet him at 12 noon. By 3 o'clock, y'all ready to do it. Or at least you ready. Like, yo, bro, this nigga need to be bruised, bro. Right. I'm trying to show you. Right. Right. Yeah. This nigga was like, word, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this nigga here is a different type of nigga. I don't really know niggas that just make fun of disabled people. Like, I think, you know what I mean? Like, that shit, well, I was just saying that, this is score one for the women. Because you niggas is weird. We on here talking about BDSM. You got real sex workers in here, bro. You got all these ladies and shit. It was like 150 people in the space that's tweeting about the same subject. So you get rapid promo. You feel me? And not like promo like that. I'm saying like whatever you're saying is gonna get blasted. Whatever you're saying. And your thing to do is make disabled jokes. You could really give a nigga some knowledge right now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You could really, like, we talk about BDSM or whatever, you up here. Like, even if you're not in it, like, because I told him, I'm not into sex work, you know what I mean? I'm not into sex work, but I'm like, shit, I watch OnlyFans. I've seen most of you people who've been up here. And that was honest, even the niggas. Because I guess the sex work is a small circle, so all the bitches that I was watching that had OnlyFans or something, the niggas that used to be the scene partners ended up being the niggas that was in the space. So you my bad, when you would go to their profile, you know, you go to the media, like trying to see who the person is. Not even thinking about like, oh, boom. And then it's like, okay, wait a minute. Oh, I seen this on her page because I follow her. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I had to come back and tell her like, shit, I done watched most of you niggas. Like, yeah, we definitely can talk, nigga. Like, I done see you fucking bitches. It's not a thing, bro. Like,
Yeah. They shoot with certain people.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right.
So when they travel to like certain cities, they got like people
Absolutely.
that they.
Absolutely. And so
When I'm here, we gonna do some shit. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? I got a scene for you. You got a scene for me.
Absolutely. So, and I'm talking about in different areas. So, one of the chicks I follow from an OnlyFans standpoint, she got an OnlyFans. She on Twitter, but you know what I mean. You know, from sex workers, you know how they be. But so I follow her. I think she's in like the DMV area, and one of the dudes from the DMV area was on there, and then it was another chick that's from the Houston area, and the dude that be in her scenes was on there. You see what I'm saying? Like completely different areas, but you see what I'm saying? Like, so it was like weird just from that standpoint, like, cause you never think you gonna actually be. You see what I'm saying? Like when you know what I mean, bro. You on your Twitter or whatever, you on your Reddit page or your Tumblr or whatever, you looking at whatever you looking at, or your Pornhub or your Tasty Blacks or whatever, and you looking at it. You don't really never think you're gonna be in like conversational spaces with these people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's different when you like, oh,
You can ask any question at this time.
right, or just the fact that like I've already seen this nigga have sex, but you watch niggas have sex with chicks all the time in porn, and but like Lexington Steele, you know you're not gonna talk to Lexington Steele. How? What scenario would we be in while I'm talking to Lexington Steele? Well, you see what I'm saying? Like, well, coincidentally, as it would have it, here go two of them niggas right now. So I had to be like, oh, what the fuck? I know these niggas. You know? Not like you know them, but you know what I mean. You know these niggas, bro. Because they be the same niggas in every scene. Like you said, bro, the Troy Frisco nigga, bro. That nigga was on Twitter. That nigga was on every fucking porn page I ever seen. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you follow any of them, then retweet it. Yeah, bro.
In a small circle.
Yeah, bro. That shit be niched the fuck out. So all the chicks be fucking with the same chicks. All the niggas be fucking with the same chicks. All the, so forth and so on. For real. You know. But it was an interesting scenario, just like I say, from the regular person that indulges in like, certain types of porn or something like that, to the people that's actually making the porn.
Right.
One thing I wouldn't do though is make none myself, and they was talking about that too. They was talking about being in the BDSM film world and shit like that, being as a content creator, how they feel about it. Their kids gonna see this. One dude was like, his son already seen this shit, so you know what I mean. And it was like, oh, I know. But still saying like them type of perspective. You know how all them what ifs niggas always be having when they be like air quote shaming, and it's like, what y'all gonna do when y'all kids see it? And it's like, well, my kids already seen it. I explained to them what was happening and what daddy do, and okay. And that was the most interesting perspective for me, because a nigga never thought about it like from that standpoint of like the fact that kids is kids, they don't give a fuck like that. You know what I mean? Like they just want to watch porn or something.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
They stumbled across you because they was already watching it. Like,
Right. No, well, he said he used to have shit in his phone. And he have his kid having a phone. And he accidentally pulled it up. So it's already been a conversation, right? Yeah. Right, but see, that's that easy from any standpoint. Like niggas acting like, and that's what his point was. Like
shit, niggas be having pictures and they shit.
Right, or niggas be acting like as a kid, niggas don't walk in on their parents.
Right.
So it's not like you seeing it on my phone is any different. It's the same thing as you walking in on your parents. Like, all right, this is what was happening. Or you might see a little bit more graphicness to it if you looking and you just keep watching it. But you just look and go, yo, the
fuck? You tell a promo clip too, so they don't tell him what that was.
Right. And this was a nigga that say he got a soft booty, so he I don't know what he was doing. But he into that. It's like a finger in his booty. He said all of that. I'm just saying how he said it. He said like a finger in my booty.
That nigga from Road Trip.
He from the DMV area. He a
Stifler.
promoter.
Character.
You know what I'm saying? He a promoter. He a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing negative in these things. I'm just saying that's how he said it. You know what I'm saying? But because again, like what niggas like is of no concern to me, and what I like, I was just talking about what happened, and I thought it was an interesting subject for like the concept of niggas. So y'all would get y'all ass ate.
We've already talked about this.
Right? No, I'm just confirming.
What?
That's a yes, right? That was a yes. That was a no? Because y'all ain't saying yes or no. Y'all never saying that.
I don't think I'm.
There's an inhaler.
Jeff, don't laugh. Jeff, don't laugh. Jeff, don't laugh. Okay, for real though. Answer the question. Is y'all not gonna answer the question?
I said no.
No? No?
What?
Would you get your ass ate?
Yeah.
You would. Welcome to the dark side, brother.
What?
I would. But I'd probably have to be saucy than a motherfucker. For the first time, for sure. But yeah, no, as I get older, I don't be giving a fuck. I told you I got a timeline. Let's go get real. I'm telling you, I'm on a projected path, you know.
July
So,
2021.
of course, I would like certain shit, you know. That's the gateway, right?
ATM.
That's the gateway. That's the gateway. Hell no. I don't know. Then again, maybe none of that coming to fruition. Like I said, that shit is always up for debate. But not right now, for sure. I ain't even kind of into the thought of getting pigs and no shit like that. But there's a lot of shit in between there. Have y'all thought about a prostate vibrator?
No.
You ever seen one? Check them out.
Did you get the priority?
It's so quiet in here. What the fuck?
Did you get the priority mail?
Why is it so quiet?
Man,
I'm gonna have to put some background music on this.
that's taking it kind of.
The prostate vibrator is healthy.
It's inserted, right?
Yeah,
So what would be any different from like a pegging?
because the prostate vibrator is ergonomically made. The pig is just a mold of somebody's dick that's strapped onto a strap waist thing harness, and then they just beat it up from the back. He asked. I had to give him the proper definition. It had to happen. It had to happen that way.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah. A hard pass on that one. I fold on that one, sir.
On the prostate or the pig?
Both. Kind of sorcery, trickery you trying to work on over here. It ain't.
Well, I mean, when you turn 40, the doctor gonna start sticking their finger in your butt anyway, so it ain't gonna be so far fetched. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I said fucking.
I got a timeline. You feel me?
He gonna be pegging fucking 40. I hit the 40. It's gonna be time for that
Nah.
prostate pegging time.
Pig is probably like in my 60s.
Oh no.
I got
Like,
this bucket list. I got
A
to check off real
hospital exam and
Yeah.
having something dick shaped vibrating in you is not
quick. Right.
the
No.
same thing.
And left in you.
No. The prostate ain't like that. The thing that I'm talking about.
Oh, I got it bookmarked.
The prostate vibrator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those ain't like that. Those might be actually healthy.
So you thinking about it, one?
Right now,
Is
right
that something that's crossed your mind?
now. No, we were just talking about it. You know, something like that right there. Maybe. It's ergonomic, you see. It's more so to do with the direction and shit like that.
So it's like under your nuts and in your ass at the same time.
Boom.
It's working the tank and the fucking
Vibrate.
butthole.
That actually sound pretty cool.
So you coming out your asshole.
Who, me?
No, I'm saying
Nah.
with the stimulation.
But I look fly. So why not?
Right? Is that what the point is, right?
Nah. The point was
To achieve orgasm through the prostate, correct?
that I'm comfortable saying anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's like the Stifler road trip. when
Right,
he went in
right,
there
right.
with
The
nurse
male
woman
G
and
spot,
shit.
as they would call it. Yeah.
That nigga went back for.
Ugh.
You never seen Road Trip?
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
inspired.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, everybody ain't you know, everybody ain't crazy, right? Everybody ain't crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't crazy, right?
No.
So they make them whole for a reason.
All right. Be praying to him. That's cool.
So, you know, it probably be like some, I don't know. I ain't picked the time yet. I would think about it. We get it, Zulu. You awake? If this dude was any more dramatic, I'll put him in acting.
And Julia Arts.
And Juilliard. But yeah, man. Good to know you that y'all vanilla. I'm gonna send y'all a link so y'all can take this test. Then we can show our results.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Me too.
Let's do it, man. Let's take a shot to that.
Oh, definitely
I'm taking a test
participate.
of the shots of the ooh, ooh, ooh. I put the cap back on my top 'cause it looks so much better. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know that I ain't coming to play 'cause it will happen. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey,
Just closing.
you know that I came to wear a ooh, 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 ooh. Girl, you know it's time to go. And you know it's 50 episodes.
50,
So you know I came to
Man.
know that I've been on a motherfucking roll. And you know that it's time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's time to go. You know, I took a shot for the road. I think I need me some more. I want it top of the bowl. 'Cause I ain't never been a hoe. But as long as you know that it's the Poe Up episode. Cheers, my amigos. Down it goes. Check out that mixtape coming soon. It's called the Poe Up Funk. Oh yeah, baby. I'm all up in there. Y'all supposed to be humming. Y'all supposed to be like, boom. I'm leaving with that.
You want us to hit the?
You feel me?
No.
Let's hit this bitch. Let's send them out right, you know. It's time to go. The Poe Up episode. I'm on a roll. I've been so low, and I did it all without my amigos. So where the hell is my amigos? I killed the game, and I did my thing, and now I sing because I got that twang, and she know.
The golden steak.
Listen, y'all, I guess my time is up here. You know, I appreciate you tuning in. Episode 50. I am the Rick Code.
It's your boy
Follow me
Dubz.
on all platforms under the
817.
Rick Code.
It's your man, Chef Chad. You already know.
Nigga throw up his own like he got Tommy Johns. It's all good. But as we said, it's time to go. Now you ain't gotta leave and go home, but you do have to leave. Bye, bitch.